so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A., copyright 2024.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Hi there, Jesse Bon Jovi here. When I set out to create Hampton Water Rosé with my dad, John Bon Jovi, we blended the best French rosé with the laid-back lifestyle of the Hamptons. 7 years later, we are all that and more. With a spot on the top 100 list, we're now the world's favorite rosé. We're for those who always show up for a good time and never show up empty-handed. Hampton Water Rosé, born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Rosé responsibly.
This is the sound of real people across Florida betting on sports. It's the sound of winning your bet, only on Hard Rock Bet. And if your first bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal sports book. Your home for betting hoops for any sport you choose. Download Hard Rock Bet now and get 2 shots at your first bet. Win, or you'll get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Make reservations now for Everglades Restaurant Tequila Pairing October 12th. Delight in 6 handcrafted tequila cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Blachos. Call 407-996-2385 to secure your spot today. Everglades in the Rosen Center.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
This earful of real radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts. Now open on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. So we're going to Thursday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we have a stacked one for you this afternoon. We'll get you caught up on what's happening out there. Sabrina will do that with Woke News. 4 o'clock hour, it's Danny Meyering, Date Night Done Right. We'll find out what's happening in Orlando this weekend. 5 o'clock hour, it's Trivia, a pair of 2-day passes to the Sing Out Loud Fest featuring Eric Church, Nora Jones, Marcus King, and others. We'll end it up with You Heard It Here First. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Miss Sabrina.
So much danger.
Also, and producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. Check us out on YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe. You can do that right through our website, or you can just go to YouTube.com. Type in The Jim Colbert Show. When it pops up, again, like and subscribe and watch us do our thing all day long.
Woohoo!
Are you doing all right today?
I think so.
Yeah.
Are you?
Full load today for you, kid.
Excuse me?
Full load of work for you today, I should specify.
Oh, but this is the fun part.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
It's, I just have to go over this tiny hump of like, I'm not hitting a wall.
Right.
And then I get the second wave of energy. And I really like hanging out with you guys.
Well,
I think the last time I filled in, Jack was not here, but we had some laughs.
I absolutely love it when you come by. When Jack told me that you're going to be able to drop in and hang out with us in Deb's absence today, she's out having a leg removed.
Oh, damn. The other one.
Her mom, she's out doing a doctor's appointments with her mom. So I appreciate you stepping in and helping us out.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And you actually had to cancel an appointment to do this today, did you
How
not?
dare you?
And not just an appointment. Jack, not just an appointment.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, Jack, but the young ladies out there, there's maintenance involved that I don't think us gentlemen, a lot of us, have to worry about or do worry about. Maybe we should.
Yeah, Jenny.
But today,
I'm looking at it right now.
Did he get clearance on this topic?
But today,
They did not.
today, you passed up a brow treatment to come in
Yes,
today?
it was a brow shaping, and I did just logistically was not going to work, and I knew I had to be back here to co-host this lovely show.
I appreciate
so you are looking at the unibrow that lives to see another day. I've been purposefully growing out my brows so that the wax sticks.
Well, the reason I appreciate this is because I understand how difficult a lot of those appointments for the ladies are hard to come by.
Yeah.
And you don't really give them up because it's not like they go, okay, we'll just book you next week early. It's just like whatever comes up next.
Oh, my gal's the best. Rami, she understood completely, and so I got that rescheduled. However, I'm going to have to do some maintenance at home, which I'm pretty worried about because I'm supposed to be in a fashion show this weekend for charity. Yeah.
She's got it coming tomorrow for you, though? She's going to hook you up?
Oh, no. We're just going to have to do post-fashion show eyebrow waxing.
No.
Yeah, it's going to be okay. I'll just have to tweeze.
You just book it anywhere you want and I'll pay for it. Seriously.
That's crazy. You have to do it with somebody that you trust or they screw up your eyebrows.
Oh, that's right. So,
Yeah.
so there's no more space.
No more space.
You tell her that you book whatever and I'll take care of it.
Well, thank you.
I mean, I want you to
Take care of my eyebrows.
Well, I want
They're
you to
not
take.
that bad, are they?
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm not.
they look good.
I feel terrible because you ended this appointment. I know you have this big thing coming up.
Oh, it's all right. I'm here for you. This is family, right? And we're like Olive Garden or something. Can I say that legally?
Can we get some breadsticks?
Yeah.
Some Fredo would be great. Yeah. But I really do appreciate it.
Hey,
Thank
no
you.
problem at all. This is the other thing, which is very bizarre, is I tried out my first spray tan yesterday.
Really?
Because I'll be walking with the lights and shorts, and the legs were very pale. But God, like I'm looking down at my legs, and they're just
Dude, look at that.
significantly different color.
Look at that. It looks
than the
amazing.
rest of my body. Thank you. It's
And I
not
have
too orange.
I have to tell you, no. Here's the thing. I think that's really natural. My wife gets those occasionally when we have to go out and she has to wear a dress for like a, whatever. Matter of fact, she did it right before the poker tournament because she hasn't been able to tan or go to the beach or anything. And I think that technology has come like a long way because
It's
back
wild.
in the day, you had that orange, straight up orange look, but
And the
now
streaks and stuff. But yeah, this is a whole new world for me. So when you see me next, it's going to be head to toe tan, and that's a little bit about me.
I like that very much. Now, what's this fashion show thing you got going?
Oh, it's this will be my first time being involved, but it's been around for quite some time. It is the Fashion and Hope. It's going to be held at the Bentley dealership.
Yes, the Bentley.
Yes,
the Bentley.
I can't get near the Bentleys at all, but it's benefiting the Fane House, and
cool.
so I'm going to be walking for my friend who owns La Castro,
Very
sporting
nice.
his clothes and raising money for the Fane House.
So he's a designer here in town?
He has a boutique.
Very
so,
nice.
yeah, he designs and sells clothes, and it's supposed to be just men's boutique, but I'm like, guess who's going to make it unisex? Your girl with the boobs out.
Some swimsuit action, or should I buy a ticket? Or
if I had a swimsuit on, that was a weird statement, Jimmy.
Stop. Should I buy a ticket?
Yeah, yes, you
No,
should.
no.
I
No,
want to
wait.
be in a bikini with a unibrow.
But what are you guys walking? What are you? What are you guys walking? What are you doing?
We're walking for his store, so it's like a two-piece set that I'll be wearing, and then I'm walking with Fowler, Josh Pinkman.
That's nice.
As well as some other people who kind of, we all go to the same bar, Wally's, and so now we're going to be walking for La Castro, which is right next door.
That's awesome. They just came in and wrangled you guys up. Hey, all you local drunks, come here.
For a good cause, though.
Bring it
For a
in. That's good.
cause.
Is Josh doing it as well?
Yeah.
Is he
We'll-
really?
We'll be modeling together.
I have to tell you, my man looked pretty darn good at the poker tournament.
can rock a cowboy
He's
hat,
pulling
man.
that cowboy thing off very easily, actually. It took me a minute to even recognize who he was. We're talking about Pinkman, formerly of the Phillips File, and he's been on a number of shows now. He works with Joseph Martins for Sunday Morning Coming Down. He's the voice you hear there, the very deliberately talking Josh Fowler.
Soothing.
Yeah, very soothing, but he was like straight up like cowboy rustler dress. And I'm
All he
like,
was missing was the horse.
listen, it fit him. He could pull that off every day of the week.
I don't think I could.
Not only looking good, but funny. I believe he came in 4th place in the recent Orlando Weekly's Funniest Person in Orlando.
Did he really? I'll be damned.
Well, after 3rd place, there's no way to tell. So I think we can just say that.
It's fine. Just give it to him.
Yeah.
All right.
My third place one, not funny.
Sabrina has 3rd place.
That's me. Yeah.
And we actually went for Ryan Holmes, who was the 2nd funniest person in Orlando. But when he saw what happened to the 1st funniest person in Orlando, he declined to be on
Right,
our
he's
show.
like, yeah, hard pass.
I'm just happy to be on the list.
No, but I talked to him today for about an hour, Ross.
Yeah,
he's
almost
doing
gonna
good.
be a dad.
Yeah,
huh?
he's so close,
Any
man.
minute.
He's so close.
Wild.
It's so close.
What is life?
I try to lay as much dadding on him as I can when we talk and stuff.
Hey, you've raised great kids.
Thanks, I appreciate that. But he said the one thing is very interesting, and I don't know how other parents feel about this, but he said, yeah, I'm just
The afterbirth.
He goes, this is like later down the road, about being a good parent. I said, he goes, well, I want to make sure that when my kid comes up and asks me for advice, I have the right thing to say to him. I said, listen to me closely, and you'll understand this. If your kid trusts you enough at the age of 12 or 13 to ask you life advice, you've already done a great job. Because for the most part,
That's
most
a good
ki-
answer.
most-
That's a good dad answer.
Good answer.
Because
Good
most
answer.
of the time, kids at that age are FU parents.
Yeah.
I'll roll on my own. I know what I'm
Lying.
doing. If you have forged a good enough relationship with your kids where they feel comfortable enough to come up to you and ask you for actual life advice, trust me, whatever you say is going to work because you've done the hard work already.
I love that.
Very nice.
That was great. That was really
Bravo.
good. You're a dad.
100%. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just telling you that's the truth. That's just how it is.
I will have terrible advice for my children, and I'm ready to give it to them.
I think you're going to be
in
an
the
amazing
future.
parent. I think you would be an
Thank you.
amazing mother.
Thank you.
I really do.
Right now they're frozen. So
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
Got plans?
Down the road.
All right.
I'll make sure as long as I can keep my electric bill
Very
and,
nice.
The freezer at a certain
yeah.
temperature, it should be fine.
When I say plans, I mean, do you have more than one, two, five? I mean, do you have a dream of a family member?
A great partner who helped me raise however many children the good Lord blesseth me with.
Absolutely.
And that they're not assholes.
Well, yeah,
so
yeah.
I think
Well, have them just get middle school then.
Would you be opposed to keeping your frozen eggs in a freezer with a dead cat?
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Do you have a dead cat freezer?
well, yesterday we had a thing. There was a thing. Did you hear about the actor who wanted to bury his animal, wanted to have the animal euthanized and bury with him?
The French actor who died, he wanted his dog euthanized so they could be.
It was
you
a
know,
dying
in a
wish.
together.
It was a dying wish. That his estate had to make a statement that they're not going to honor that wish.
That's a good move.
But
I don't
then-
think the dog had a dying wish.
But then we had somebody call and said they froze two cats so that when they died, the frozen cats could be buried with them. Then we had
Thank you so much for listening to the station.
We
had the best listeners.
And somebody texted us and said, I'm not going to listen to somebody talking about freezing live cats. I'm like, how does this get started? We never even mentioned
The cats
that.
were alive?
No, they were not alive.
they
Stop
weren't.
it. You know they weren't alive.
You're making me sick.
But
not a bad idea.
But listen, the cooler thing was this, where the guy went to, I guess, the funeral where the cats were frozen for, put them in a cooler. The trip was longer than he anticipated. Cat started doing its normal, I'm not in the freezer thing anymore. And
wow.
Then we started talking about, would you have a drink out of a cooler that had a dead cat in it? Like if it was cleaned out, then ice was put in there.
Yeah, we'd use bleach and stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me either.
I think I'm done with that cooler. Unless it's a Yeti. But then it wouldn't have thawed out. It wouldn't have thawed out.
Exactly.
But then I also say, like, who's putting a dead cat in a $500 cooler?
Whoever's freezing a dead cat.
I guess so.
You know, it's funny. And then last night, have you seen or heard about Bad Monkey yet?
Oh, started watching it. Yeah.
Is it good? I've heard about the show like a bunch.
Okay,
Fantastic.
it's based on the Carl Hyacin novel.
Okay.
And Carl Hyacin, just fantastic Florida writer.
Yeah.
So, but the first episode, they have this severed arm, and he keeps it in a cooler that he's got to keep transporting it in. And I just kept thinking, would I use that cooler? It's kind of a nice cooler. It's more than just your regular igloo.
I think I would rather have a dead arm than an old dead cat. I don't know why. I can't explain that.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Yeah, this is a wormhole.
All right, very good.
I'm ready to discuss that in another later time,
Very
I suppose.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 770-301. Like we said, Danny Meyering coming in today. Date night done right. We'll find out what's happening. We do have trivia, pair of tickets to the two-day pass, pair of two-day passes to Sing Out Loud Fest. Tons of great talent there. Plus, today is Never Been Better Day. Like, it's always a national day. Never Been Better Day. I want to ask you guys a little bit later in the show, what were your best days? If you think you had them or not had them yet. We also have, let's see, this hospital is being sued for something they did. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We have an update on the judge that had that teen handcuffed.
Oh, that was
the one who fell asleep on a field trip?
Did you guys talk about that today?
No, we talked about when it first, but we didn't talk about the update.
Yeah, there's an update to that
Just
story.
thought it was very rude on the judge's part.
The U.S. government study said that kids' IQs could be dropping, like across the board. And why is really interesting, and I'm interested to see how you guys think about what should happen afterwards. A new cosmetic surgery is on the way, so get ready for that. And plus, do you have uncommon house rules? We'll cover all that a bit later today. So, Sabby, you got some news for us?
Oh, you bet your butt.
All right, 407
916. Do I tell you now what's the teaser?
Give us a tease. Give us a tease of something you have.
You're never going to believe what shut down an airport for more than 2 hours. Here's a clue. Scissors. And I'll tell you why when we come back. A ton of fish are missing after a flight diversion. And feral pigs are causing major problems all around the United States. All that and so much more coming up in Woke News.
Perfect. That's awesome. Cool. All right, 407-916-1041. Back with Sabby's news and more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Heavy traffic reported on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area by the major attractions exits and through downtown. Drivers in Orlando should make sure they drive with extra caution as heavy rain is in the forecast for the area this afternoon. No major delays to report on the Beach Line or the Greenway. If you see traffic problems this afternoon, make sure you're calling the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school. Right now, 24-pack Crayola crayons and comp books are just 50 cents each at Staples. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program. In-store only, offer ends 8/24, limit 10. Save big on back to school at Staples.
And it's time for a new bathroom. Rebath of Mid-Florida is ready to go. They are literally waiting on your phone call or your visit to get them on board in your house for for this brand new bathroom you are going to love. They have an incredible catalog of products just waiting for you to sift through and pick out your favorites. And they even have a design team because, guys, if you are like me, you have no clue how to do this stuff, but they do. And they'll take your ideas and their products and turn out a bathroom you're going to love for years. Really incredibly increasing the value of your home and just the feel of your home as well. And their showroom is so easy to find. That way you can check out some of the stuff they offer. 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. And when you hop online, look at the before and afters, man. They're doing some amazing stuff. And when you see that, you are going to want to book your appointment. Remember to mention the Jim Colbert Show for $800 in an upgrade. That's right. Use that how you will. Multiple choices of tubs and sinks and lighting and cabinetry and tile. It's all right there. It's Rebath in Mid-Florida. Book your appointments today, and don't forget to mention the Jim Colbert Show for $800 in upgrades. It's Rebath, midfla.com.
I'm Jeff Jr., founder and CEO of Trajan Wealth. I was born and raised in northern Wisconsin by both my father, who owned a small 10-lane bowling alley, and my mother, who was a nurse, who did her best caring for everyone in our small town. My parents stressed with me that if you were going to do anything, it needed to be done right or not done at all. I later joined the Marine Corps, where additional values were instilled. Values like honor, courage, and commitment. The motto of the Marine Corps, Semper Fi, which means always faithful. The best part of Trajan Wealth, our 100-plus employees who also embrace the exact same values. If your current financial advisor is more interested in selling you something or is more loyal to their own financial gain than yours, give us a call for a second opinion. We would be honored to hear from you. Call Trajan today at 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way, for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface,
too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you, or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the Urolift system. The Urolift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the Urolift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit Urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the Urolift system.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. The Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
Just a question. How far away is spray tanning from doing blackface? Is it the shade? Or the fact that you're doing it anyway? Or is it the whole body thing? That's all I got to ask. Okay, have a great day.
Legit question.
Yeah, that is spray tanning cultural appropriation. One for the ages.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Sabby Cat in studio with us today. If you want to check her out doing her thing, hanging out with us, do that. Grab our YouTube channel, youtube.com. Go to the Jim Colbert Show. While you're there watching, give us a like and subscribe. Helps us out quite a bit, and we appreciate it greatly. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack is right over there, and Sabby has your news.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole woke on the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, that's right. It is Woke News, and Woke News brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, right?
Yeah.
And you're making the right moves if you're going to thatmortgageguyDon.com and starting the process, buying your first dream home, doing some debt consolidation. Maybe you own a business and you have an SBA loan that's 9% or more. Well, you're in luck. Don can help you refinance to an 8.25% fixed rate. Doing this without even looking at the paper.
Saving some dollars there, too, boy.
First-time home buyers, you have the Florida Hometown Heroes program, so you can get a $35,000 down payment assistance. Also, if you're active military or a veteran, and thank you for your service. Now let That Mortgage Guy Don help you with his service by going to That Mortgage Guy Don. Did I go on too long?
I know, you're fine.
I'm making up for earlier.
You just got played off of your own news.
That's wild.
I don't even know that
Don's
happened.
going to be so mad at me.
What a dick. Anyway, he and his wife both are just wonderful people, by the way. I love seeing them.
Huge fan.
Don't get to see him enough, but I see him at least once a year at the Booker Tournament. Wonderful. Enjoy him. Tell him his show's great. He does a good job.
By the way,
coming to the comedy show, you'll see him there.
And best celebrity finish in this year's poker tournament.
Yeah, quite a player.
That
He's good
Mortgage
at
Guy
numbers.
Don.
He's great numbers. Did you want to play me off again?
No.
Okay.
Let's get some news all up in this business, shall we? News number one.
News number one.
Some bad news if you are looking to ride the train over in Canada because they have a complete rail freight shutdown.
Yeah, I saw that. It's bad news.
Very bad. 2 major rail freight companies have locked out 10,000 workers after negotiations with the Teamsters Canada Rail Conference broke down in such a way the shutdown threatens significant disruptions to the U.S.-Canada supply chain. No maple syrup for us until we figure this out.
Plus many other things. You see how much trade value that the U.S. and Canada have per year and how much this could disrupt that if the deal's not made soon?
So what do we start doing? Sneaking it in another way?
About $240 billion worth of goods and services going back and forth between these countries. I think they're one of our largest trade partners, and this is a major part of how those products get in and out of these countries. So going to be very interesting to see how this is negotiated.
Maybe the U.S. can go in and help be a mediator of some sort?
who knows?
Well, we'll see. RFK Jr. expected to endorse Trump. He made an announcement, I think it's supposed to be later today, that he's going to be in a conference, but from the looks of it, Trump happens to be in the same area, and it looks like he is going to endorse him. This development comes after he initially campaigned as a Democratic challenger to Biden before shifting to an independent run.
I wonder if people are going to look through that and see that because, the story was that he reached out to both campaigns looking for a cabinet position in trade for his endorsement.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't know.
Did you guys watch Succession? Because it was
I know he was a big fan of it. I never saw
Yeah.
That's exactly what the oldest did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently that was the story. He reached out to both campaigns campaigns and said, hey, look, I'll give you an endorsement. I'm dropping, but I'd like a cabinet position or some kind of position. And apparently, maybe, I don't know if that's even true, but I've heard today as well it's going to be Trump that he will wind up endorsing.
RFK Jr., I say, get out of politics, go back to pranking.
Yeah.
Because that dead bear on a bicycle in Central Park is genius stuff. Let's keep on riding that animal train, choo-choo. If you find yourself around a feral pig, then you're not alone. Apparently, it's a thing that's going on. I was hoping that worked. Wild pigs are causing significant damage to crops and livestock across the U.S. and estimated, this is wild, in losses, $600 million.
It's ridiculous.
Just because of pigs.
It's what they can do, man. Do you remember, we used to do a shooting thing at this place called the TM Ranch. This guy owned a 13,000 or 30,000 acre ranch out by Moss Park. And we would go out there and do bits, and he would say, if you see any pig, shoot them.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
And I know, but the problem is there's so many of them. They destroy the land. They destroy these crops. They root the land up. It's awful.
And they'll mess you up.
In Texas, they're terrible.
It says they're a threat to human safety, responsible for more deaths than sharks and spreading various diseases.
Yeah.
Poor pigs.
Yeah.
Megan Thee Stallion's going to host the MTV Video Music Awards.
Is she really?
So excited for that. They did end up changing it because it was supposed to be the same day as the debate. And they're like, well, we don't want to lose the 12 viewers we were going to have for the VMAs this year.
Right.
So let's move it to September 11th.
Oh.
So that will be interesting as well. How's my time?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Oh, I still can give more news?
38, baby. You got to go to 38. You have 12 minutes.
Oh, so much time. I shouldn't have talked so fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so I teased earlier that Scissors shut down an entire airport for 2 hours.
Okay.
And now I'm going to give you more details of that. It says the second busiest airport in, you guess, I give points.
Second biggest airport.
Busiest.
In
the entire world.
Okay.
Think about it.
Japan.
Japan.
Get out. Oh.
It was Japan. And the new Chitos, I feel like I'm cursing. New Cheetos Airport.
I love new Cheetos.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Was that an orgasm?
Damn. Is this the crunchy Cheeto Airport or the puffy Cheeto Airport?
Just the new one.
Okay.
So maybe a little spicy.
Yeah.
They say it was shut down all because of a misplaced pair of scissors. And as a lesbian, we never misplace those. On Saturday, a retail outlet. We don't have a drum joke, don't we?
Rim shot.
Right.
It's a double rim shot, though, isn't it?
They say it reported the missing scissors. As a result of the lapse in security operations, there was a severe backlog, much like Jimmy's toilet, resulting in... I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Where are these coming from, Jack?
That's a listener.
I think this is like a porn site.
That was a listener who had a unique laugh.
Yeah.
Very.
That's from Pig Hub.
That's something else. The queues stretched for hours, passengers being denied entry into the airport concourse. 36 flights canceled. More than 200 flights were delayed. Eventually, missing scissors found in the same store that reported them missing.
Goodbye.
Brace yourselves. A time traveler is now on TikTok.
Ooh.
Yes, and has been getting some big news when it comes to the future of humanity.
Okay.
This particular time traveler claims to be from the year 2582.
Okay.
And this is what they say will be happening in the upcoming months. You ready?
Yeah.
And this is very soon. August 27th.
Oh, God.
A mysterious gate is discovered in a cave.
Okay.
And when it opens, an alternative universe with a new form of life is discovered.
I love this.
I feel like I'm on acid.
5 days from now.
Yeah. Where did you hear this? Where's this?
This is a TikTok time traveler.
Okay, good. Yeah, I like it.
Time. This is news, woke news.
Yeah, you got off TikTok too soon, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Get back on it before that cave opens up. September 23rd, just a month away, a huge boat turns up missing in the Bermuda Triangle for 6 months. When it's found, the people on board think it was only missing for 1 day. That's a TV show.
I think an episode of Star Trek there.
I'm pretty sure. NASA discovers something on September 24th. A new planet sends a robot to explore it. Life is discovered on the forest-covered planet, which is called Orth.
Orf. That was a video game back in the 80s, I think.
Yeah. Morph from Orf.
Gorf, I think it was, actually.
Hey, and December 4th is exciting. Weather will be controlled by humans through Project HARP.
Oh, nice. That's on my birthday.
This is going to be
AARP.
I like that.
a busy end of the year for us.
It really is.
Yeah, AARP also something significant for your birthday.
Yeah, it sure is. Yeah.
That
Not
was
quite there,
an
but
old
thanks.
joke.
You get a discount.
What?
You get a discount.
Are you
Yeah.
AARP already as well?
What?
Hey,
Well, come
over
on.
55.
Over 50.
Dang, I'm
Is it
so
50 or 50?
far away from that.
Is it 50 or 55?
True story. At the poker tournament, my phone's face up next to code black, and I get a push notification, and it's AARP. I just quickly flip my phone over.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. Let's see what else we have over here. The first celebrity to join Dancing with the Stars. No.
Oh,
I'm not doing
really?
that. Liquid Death. Love that water.
That's a water product.
They now have a team with Van Leeuwen for, let's see if you guys want to try this, hot fudge sparkling water.
Hot fudge.
Hot fudge.
Sparkling water.
Mm-mm.
Man, that sounds pretty
Yeah.
refreshing.
Sounds like I'd throw up in my mouth. So it's going to be artisanal ice cream brand Van Leeuwen, and they're known for over-the-top sparkling water. I believe very expensive sparkling water as well. So they're going to come up with hot fudge sundae sparkling water.
Okay.
You can grab it, limited edition, 8-pack, a case of 19.2 ounces of hot fudge sundae water.
That's got to be expensive, right? I mean,
So I don't have a price here actually, but it's available on Amazon.
it's got to be at least like
You
$3
wanna
or
look
$4
it
a
up?
piece. So I'm thinking a 6-pack's got to be like between $20 and $30.
Apparently selling out fast. Too.
Yeah.
Forever is a psychopath.
That's what happens to those Oreos, though. When they do those special Oreos, like banana pudding or whatever, they sell out
Call
immediately.
me a conservative, but can we just leave our food alone, please?
I don't mind that either.
Stop trying to change it all.
The OGs are always the best.
Adam Sandler is talking to his daughters about a concern for his health. Rumor has it.
Mhm.
What that concern is. The rumor wasn't big enough, too. It's just their
I thought
concern for his health.
I think he lost some weight. I guess his daughters kind of came at him a little bit about being fat and out of shape, but he plays a lot of
Aw.
basketball.
Well, the last movie he was in, he seemed fine.
Man, boy, he's a slob, though. That guy doesn't even make a small attempt to even, like, it's basketball
character?
shorts and like a
Yeah.
jersey, or
Nothing.
he just never makes an attempt to dress up.
It's like he kind of dresses like he doesn't wash well down there.
He kind of dresses like he's
But
worth
he's
about
so rich.
$600 million
Yeah,
and doesn't
so
have to
much
worry
money.
about it.
And aren't they coming out with Happy Gilmore 2 now?
Yeah, they just, I guess the big announcement today was that Travis Kelce was signed on to have a part in the movie.
Just stick to your sports, Travis. Let the actors act.
It's different for him now.
Yeah,
Very true.
Totally different.
Plus, he needs to make some money in order for that
keep up.
prenup to kind of even itself
Let me tell you what,
out
there
with
aren't
Taylor.
enough. There aren't enough football seasons for him to catch up.
Isn't that
He'll never
wild?
catch up because she's a billionaire.
The Sandler has a new stand-up, I believe, coming out.
Does he really?
That's what I hear.
The man doesn't stop.
I gotta tell you, never found him funny. Never found his stand-up funny at all. Matter of fact, I'm not a big fan of his movies. The only movie of his that I
Big
really
Daddy, I
like
love.
is that Uncut Gems, which is not a comedy.
Uncut Jams. Isn't
remember
that the? he was-
remember when he left Saturday Night Live to go do movies? Oh, wait, no, he was fired.
He was fired.
What did he get fired for? Not being funny?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
him and Farley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Farley, I think, also had a drug problem, from what I understand.
Was it Farley that got fired with him, or was somebody?
David Spade?
Maybe it was Chris Rock.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Another
Let's
not
start
funny
some
guy.
rumors.
Yeah,
Bath
And
and,
Eddie
Body
Murphy.
yeah.
Works is going to be working with Stranger Things collection.
Who is?
Bath and Body Works.
Ooh.
So if you want to smell like Stranger Things, or at least your house, they're going to have candles.
Yeah, that's the scented candle you want. Stranger Things.
Hey.
The upside down.
Hey, if you want to smell like ghost chasing kids,
Yeah. If you want to smell like, what's that ugly ass villain? Vortex? Remember?
yeah,
you
yeah.
watched the show.
What? Yeah, we loved it.
If you want to smell like, you bleed from the ears,
Yeah.
11. I didn't watch the show all that well to quote.
Yeah, first couple
properly.
seasons, and the third season got a little hokey. Unlike the first season that was unhokey, but it was still a good show.
Then we got the new one coming out
different,
very
right? Yeah.
soon. Anaconda's getting a reboot.
Really?
Yep. This time, bigger Anaconda, I'm
Right.
assuming. They're going to reimagine it, actually. And early talks with Jack Black and Paul Rudd,
Really?
which should be fun.
Wasn't that original movie like an Ice Cube was in that
Yeah.
movie or something? And
Ice Cube, J-Lo, Owen Wilson.
That's right.
And they were a National Geographic film crew taken hostage by a crazy hunter. And then isn't also that the one where Ice Cube had a parrot or something like that?
I don't know.
And then
I always get that one mixed up with Lake Placid, which is the big alligator that Betty
Right.
White was in.
Meg.
Yeah, Meg,
the
right?
big
yeah.
shark.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I
love
miss
animal
all the good movies.
You really do. And
Is Jack Black still laying low?
no, I think he's back. And they deleted that post where they said they're never gonna
Yeah.
Well,
be
what- Tenacious D.
Tenacious D.
Yeah, I think what he said was is they were going to take a
Tremendous
break and kind of reestablish what they were all about. I think he wanted to just get the heat off of them. But yeah, I've been watching the D for a while.
Ew.
Tenacious, that is.
I used to. In college.
You used to watch the D a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Yeah, I got you.
Lot of
Not for
talking.
you.
It's just what it's connected to, right?
Yeah, you know, and sometimes when you're single, you make whatever decisions you want to, Jack. How about that? But I am in a great, healthy relationship
Very nice.
now.
I know you are. She's sweet.
And Ford's going to drop its big push on all-electric SUVs. So say bye-bye to your gasoline.
Yeah, they had planned a 3-seat row, like a expedition kind of electric vehicle, but man, that Ford Lightning didn't do very well. Now that the Mustang that they have sells quite well, but man, that other part of their company, they're just they'd had a lot.
The Toyota one's cool.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think a lot of the EVs are great. We love ours. I mean,
Cybertruck is so ugly.
It is terrible. But I believe that every family, I mean, if you really wanted the initiative to go through, I think this full bore push was a little hard for Americans to kind of acclimate to because
They're getting rid of our gas.
It was so different. But I believe a really good family hybrid would be a full EV and then either a hybrid or a small cylinder. Like we have the EV and then my little pickup truck. And it's perfect for us, you know.
So for the larger vehicles, problems probably battery size and cost, and then just the overall infrastructure of charging stations.
Sure, yeah. And what they don't talk about with the EVs is they are heavy, so you go through tires more. And then people are like, "Well, you don't have to pay for gas." You don't, but you know, in our EV, we've had three sets of tires already with 70
special tires,
75,000 miles, and they are special tires. The sidewalls have to be stronger because the car weighs so much.
Oh, expensive.
Yeah, no, because I haven't paid for gas in 4 years. But in that same sense, I've bought three sets of tires at $1,000 a piece. So it's 6 one, half dozen the other. But the upkeep for oil changes and other mechanical breakdowns, we don't have to worry about that. And our brakes really have never gone bad because it's got regenerative braking.
Interesting.
So
why can't you make a fully rubber tire? I know it's very heavy.
They've thought about that, but you know why? Because it can't take the physics of the weight shift when you turn at 70 or 80 miles an hour.
And then you die.
Yeah. You remember those bicycle tires that were the ones that looked like honeycombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same technology. And there are some tires that have that now. It looks like the tire on the outside is still there, the tread and stuff, but the inside is like a webbing of plastic or rubber. But it just can't hold up to what the physics are. A dead stop from 75 miles an hour or a hard turn, it collapses.
Well, let's get back to the drawing board and try to figure that out. So Jimmy doesn't have to get so many tires. Jesus. And that's woke news.
Thank you very much, Savvy. Appreciate that.
I feel good about it.
You should
I'm
have
going back to sleep.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow then.
No, is that not the line?
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Hang loose.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Yeah, I'm not going to let the lady win.
Really?
Like, I'm going to dominate her on the field and in the bedroom.
Not with that testosterone blood panel.
not with a 100 in your testosterone.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. This is Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Thursday evening forecast. We saw some thunderstorms earlier on this afternoon, and we're going to be expecting another round of heavy rain to roll through as we head through this evening. Definitely going to impact that evening commute. And then as we head through the overnight, mostly cloudy skies sticking around, and we're going to do the same again on Friday. Heavy rain rolling in with some thunderstorms as we head through tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today. Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Everybody listen up. If you have plans to sell your home for any reason at all, hit pause. Learn a little bit about the Nickley Group before you make that move. It could make you some money, save you some time. Stress-free, innovative real estate solutions for sellers and buyers. And do not believe this. Don't believe that the market is softening here in Central Florida. Homes still selling for record prices here. So look, man, if you're considering selling your home for any reason, downsizing, relocating, maybe you actually need a bigger home as your family expands, Get with the Nickley Group. Let these guys work for you, because now these rates being lower than they have in a year, everybody out there is looking for a deal. If you don't have that edge like the Nickley Group, it's going to be hard to get in line and get that house of your dreams. Not to mention, these guys sell homes on an average for 6% more, and they sell them twice as fast as well. You could do a lot on their website, too. Check this out. Get your home valued instantly. You could actually get a guaranteed cash offer for your home or list it. Do all that today at thenickley.com. 3,000 five-star reviews. And if you're longing for that next level real estate experience, mortgage services, moving assistance, elite marketing, and a team of realtors to make sure you get the best deal every time, it's thenickley.com. NICKLEY group.com.
Hey, it's Sabrina from the News Junkie, and I'll be performing at the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam on September 5th at the Orlando Funny Bone. The show is a benefit for the Yellow Brick Road Foundation, and tickets are just $20. Get them at mocomedyjam.com.
Hello? I'm a Marine.
No matter how you served,
My buddies from the Army are all gone now. I'm really alone.
no matter what you're going through,
I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
we are here for you. If you or a veteran in your life is experiencing thoughts of suicide, dial 988, then press 1 to reach the Veterans Crisis Line.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, are you having a good time?
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
If you suffer from allergies, have you ever thought allergy treatment would be nice, but I bet it's really expensive? You can go get some Zyrtec or Claritin for $20, but think about how much that's going to add up over the years, decades, a lifetime. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, they can make your allergies go away for good. They don't just mask them like the over-the-counter meds. This is real treatment that'll save you money in the long run. Go to AspireAllergy.com to set your appointment today. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Listen for the keywords right here on Real Radio each weekday at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. This contest presented locally by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Jim Colbert here for FAS Windows and Doors. Are your energy costs through the roof? Well, it's time to replace your single-pane aluminum windows with the most energy-efficient option available. Keep the heat outside during the summer and inside during the winter. Too much outside noise getting in? Considering replacing older windows and doors with laminated insulated glass, providing as much as 100% improvement. Keep that noise outside where it belongs. Offering rebates of $100 per window and $200 per door. Also offering 24-month, no money down, no payment, no interest financing. For a completely free in-home consultation, call FAS or visit them online. Trust the leader, FAS.com.
I'm
Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1, sponsored by FloridaJobsNow.com, coming Wednesday, September 18th.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, Colbert crew. Rob over here, listening from Michigan. And Jimmy, you mentioned something about today being like the best day or whatever. And considering my last year where my mom died, my father-in-law died, I don't know how much I've had to put into my car, fighting with family and everything else, and got dumped back last September. I am married, but we're cool. We met my girlfriend last night for the first time, and it's a good day.
All right.
Cute.
Yeah, by the way, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. Sabby is sitting in for Deb today, which we appreciate greatly.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Jack is here as well. Yeah, it's a Never Been Better Day today, National Never Been Better.
Oh, I've been better.
That's what he was talking about. So my whole thing today was
what he was you missed it because obviously you never know when you play one of those things and Jim's going to be, hey, I'm going to put a TV up on the wall.
Listen, that was my fault.
Yeah.
The last line said of that last talk back, I got dumped back last September. I'm married, but we're cool. We met my girlfriend last night for the first time, and it's a good day.
He's thrupping up?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Well, I think, Mommy, he has a little two-girl scenario happening there for himself, and he was just maybe
must be nice.
A little quiet bragging there.
Or he's making it up.
Yeah.
Or he misspoke.
Yeah. Or he misspoke. All right, 407-916-1041. Are these your better days? Your best days?
I've been having good days. I would say this year has been very roller coaster like.
Hasn't?
But some wonderful days that I'm looking forward to see what else this year has.
Yeah,
to
you're
bring.
so young though. It's hard to even ask
You thought
somebody.
I was 26.
Yeah,
that was so long ago.
Ask somebody how it's like a never been better day. I mean, the funny thing is like I can legitimately say these last, 10, 12 years, 15, 20 years of my life have been absolutely charmed.
Yeah.
Everybody, you have your up and downs. My mom passed. That sucks. But other than that, those things, I mean, life's pretty darn good, it's kind of hard to say never been better, but I think right now, like, I'm pretty solid. I feel pretty good about my life.
You're glowing.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't mean to.
I don't know. I can't say right now. It's been very it's been kind of stressful.
Yeah.
But I have to say, like, I'm also in one of like the healthiest relationships I've been in
Very
a
nice.
long time.
Very sweet.
And it has certainly helped with the stressful days.
Sure does. Yeah,
and,
it does.
So I appreciate that. So we'll go by better hours.
Yeah, very good. Jack, are you in your never been better days?
Yeah, well, personally, yes. Relationship-wise, past year and a half has never been better.
Yep.
However, work-wise, it's been a little more stressful than it used to be.
Yeah, I would agree. I should add obviously losing Ross on the program was traumatic, to say the very least. I don't mean to belittle that by any means, but yeah. I can understand that completely.
Yeah, there are definitely more constraints where it used to
be able to say the T word.
Stop.
You were not able to say
Never,
that.
ever one time in the history of my career have we been able to say that.
Yeah, right. You guys said it in the 90s for sure.
No, we didn't say it on the air for sure. We did not. Can I tell you, we said so many other things. That would have been the most mild thing that would have been said on the program. I mean, mild.
Jugs.
Oh, come on. We used to have them in the show. We didn't have to say it. They were all around us pretty much for 10 years of our broadcast life.
I'm sorry I didn't bring them today.
Did you ever hear any of the stories from that show?
Oh, yeah.
I have to sit back and tell you some someday.
Some of the best.
I'm telling you, those first 5 years, like, I didn't even know what was happening. It was like I woke up in a weird dream, and then just like...
It'll never happen again.
Like, every day of my life was just
incredible.
like, what in the F is going to happen in these studios today?
You guys had crazy times, too, did you not?
I said BJ on the air once in the Yankee Update and learned you can't say that when the program director came running down the hall.
You didn't have a dumb button then?
I can't imagine Phillips didn't freak out when you said that. My
He
God.
did not.
Good Lord. He was pretty stalwart about keeping it way above the board. So
You learn your lesson.
Yeah.
I just learned about the dump button. Like, thank God for that. I would have been fired from this job so long ago.
I use that thing like a conjunction.
It's lovely.
I use that thing so often. Nobody really knows it because I know how to use it, but I use that quite often. I make mistakes all the time in spots, and I've learned how to dump it so it seems seamless. It's crazy.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I remember one of my first
It's
live
an art
reads.
form.
Yeah, it is an art form.
I brain farted. I was very nervous my first time for a live read in my career.
Oh, yeah.
And it was for Insidious Chapter 2, the movie.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I said Chapter 2, and that got me into a spiral.
Yeah.
In which I said it was 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, and I just said 7 20 times in a row. And then hit play to go to the commercial, and Sean could see the blood had left my face. I'm like, I'm never gonna get a live read again.
There was a guy that used to work here years ago on a show, and he's the sweetest guy you ever met in your life, and I think you even know him. I'll tell you later or whatever. And I remember hearing that guy's first live read on the air, and he it was
farted at.
Froze solid.
Oh no!
And on that particular program, that's one thing you could have never ever done because it was after that it was relentless.
I know exactly what program you're talking about.
It was so bad. It actually made me not want to listen to the show anymore because I used to blank with him so much. It was terrible. And
let me guess, he's not in radio anymore.
Yeah, he's not in radio anymore. No. He's doing quite well elsewhere. But I do remember that because it's very nerve-wracking because you know the clients are listening.
Oh my God, it was insane.
You freak out. Look, can I tell you? It happens to the best of us, even with 25 or 30 years in the business. That just happened to me recently. When you
just lose it.
The new client, you kind of just freak out a little bit. You want to do a great job for everybody.
It's an out-of-body experience.
They're spending a bunch of money. You want to make sure they get a money's worth, and you kind of freak out a little bit. It happens to everybody. It's our version of stage fright.
But we love our clients, and please continue.
Yes, please. Even if we mess up, we're begging.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Right. One more time, I want you to plug this thing that you're doing, this fashion show thing.
Oh,
and I know you have the comedy show coming up, the Just Call Mo comedy show. So talk quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. Look at me, brain farting again. So it's the Fashion and Hope runway over at Bentley. It's all in benefit for the Fane House. And you can go to hopeformorefoundation.org, but I'll be walking there on Saturday, 8 p.m., modeling it out. I've never done that before. I'm pretty sure I have a weird walk.
What are you modeling?
You got to work it though. I mean, you got to watch some videos and work it. You can't just go there and walk. I mean, you got to sashay.
I know, and I can't have my slouch or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't want to walk
I did get new Spanx though, so I'm excited for that.
You don't want your gait to be like you're walking back to the huddle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have weird
straight back, back, boobs out,
and then swing the hips.
Boom, boom, boom.
I was also thinking maybe I'd just dust off the hoverboard. And don't walk at all.
Dude.
My only concern is that I have not plugged it in a long time, and gosh, what would really dampen the weekend is a lithium battery fire in my house.
A 2,300 degree fire in your living room? That's bad?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have time for it. So we'll
just
see.
Vaporizing your couch?
Mm-hmm. Do you even use a fire extinguisher for that?
I don't know if you can. I think you just have to pray.
Oh.
I think that's the only thing that puts it out is prayer.
Pray the fire away.
So I might just have to walk. But yeah, Fashion and Hope show.
You saw the one the dog bit into, was it last week?
It was a cord.
Like a little cord, a dog bites into it and causes this battery to lose its mind, and it just makes it erupts like a firework.
It's wild.
And
it's a scary, different color of flash you've never seen before.
There's another guy that takes these batteries to show you how dangerous they are. He's got like a pick, like a garden pick or whatever, and he just sets it on the ground and he hits it with his garden pick, and the thing starts not just on fire, it starts shooting fire out of this hole. And he picks it up with a pair of tongs and puts it into a bucket of water, shooting water or fire out of the water. It is like you can't put them out.
So there's no way to put it out.
Well, they tell you can see them all the time on fire, the Tesla cars, and the firemen will come up and they'll spray it with water, and the damn thing just never goes out, or it'll go out for a second and just light right back up.
That's like with all the vapes now that people have that you can recharge. They're saying for the love of God, PSA, stop throwing them away.
Oh yeah.
Please take them to a place because there are workers like Waste Management that are dying every single year. More numbers as the year goes on.
Really?
Because People are throwing away their vapes.
I didn't even know that.
Hey, tell me that-
fun fact.
How is that even possible, by the way? I think that's one of the most wasteful things, where you can get the vape pens that are disposable. They're all rechargeable, by the way.
Yeah.
All of those
but you
batteries
can't put more liquid in it.
can be rechargeable. Yeah, but that's the problem is why
So
would they
weird.
even sell that? Why would they even sell you something that you can just dispose of? That's not just like marijuana vape. I mean, even the nicotine vapes, it's just a little battery that's built to last just enough to get through that liquid, and then you throw the entire thing out, like battery after battery after battery.
That's how the world's going to go.
God.
Lithium battery fires.
No joke. One like that coal fire. Did you ever hear about that town up in Pennsylvania? There's a town in Pennsylvania called Centrillion or Century or something like that.
Yeah.
And years ago, someone accidentally started a coal fire up there. Well, those coal veins go down and through the earth, and that coal burns at an ultra low rate if you control the oxygen. This fire has been burning in this city for like 100 years.
Still burning?
It's like you can see cracks in the they shut the main road that goes down through there, but you could go and tour it, and there are fissures in the road, and you can still see smoke coming up.
That's wild.
In days that are like cold days. Did you find it, Jack?
It's terrifying.
Centralia. Very nice. And it went. Its population declined from 1,000 people in 1980 to 5 residents in 2020 because a coal mine fire that has been burning beneath the borough since
Who are those 5
1962.
brave
Since
people?
62.
Yeah.
A fire's been burning under this city for 60 years. All right, 407-916-1041.
Mind
Text
blown.
us at 77031. Take a little break. Our friend Danny Meyering from Orlando Date Night Guide is coming in for Date Night Done Right. Let's find out what's happening in Orlando this weekend. That's next.
The NFL preseason concludes as the Tampa Bay Bucks host the Miami Dolphins this Friday. Coverage starts at 6:30 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traffic remains backed up in the usual spots on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area for those traveling east and westbound on the interstate. No major problems or delays to report for those taking the 408 this afternoon. Traffic moving well north and southbound on Florida's Turnpike. If you see traffic problems, make sure you're calling the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Guys, we live in Central Florida, and it's hot every single day for much of the year. That is why you need a really good, reputable AC company to make sure that your AC never quits on you when it gets the hottest in Central Florida. We are in the dog days right now. The hottest they can offer is right now. So make sure your AC never quits. These guys have been doing it for 30 plus years. Let them come into your house and get you an AC that you can rely on every single day. Their techs know all these brands inside and out. Actually, you don't even have to know what kind of AC you have. But check this out. If you do need a new unit, you're in good hands. They're Carrier Factory authorized dealers. That means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today to schedule your appointment. It's easy. 407-277-1159. Find them online at millsair.com.
In St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra, it might feel like there's not enough time to take everything in. Because once you're done exploring 42 miles of pristine coast, marveling at historical architecture, and enjoying world-class food, it'll be time to check out and head home. But that's okay. You can always stay just one more day. Visit FloridasHistoricCoast.com to learn more. It's about time.
Today in entertainment, we're shining the spotlight on a new movie that has the power to save lives. City of Dreams. From the executive producers of Sound of Freedom, City of Dreams is an inspiring thriller about a boy who finds the courage to fight back after being smuggled into the United States and tricked into working in a sweatshop. Celebrities and leaders like Tony Robbins, Luis Fonsi, Vivek Ramaswamy, Yalitza Aparicio, and Enrique Santos were so moved by this story of hope and resilience that they've joined forces to get the word out about this must-see film and to raise awareness of child trafficking. Critics have given the film a perfect 100% 100% rating and call it powerful and eye-opening, Oscar-worthy, and a rallying cry for justice. Before opening in theaters on August 30th, City of Dreams is hosting the biggest premiere in history on August 28th. Visit cityofdreamsmovie.com to watch the trailer and register to redeem your complimentary tickets for you to attend this historic event. City of Dreams, in theaters August 30th.
It's always a good time for donuts, so indulge in Shipley Donuts. Fresh-made donuts in delicious flavors, from classic glaze to the Oreo cookie top treats, crafted with quality ingredients. Catering and online ordering is available. Visit Shipley Donuts, now open in Orlando on South Cimarron Boulevard.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stinks that just will never come out. Oh, Downy the rinse change. Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes 100% of odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Hey, it's Sabrina from the News Junkie, and I'll be performing at the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam on September 5th at the Orlando Funny Bone. The show is a benefit for the Yellow Brick Road Foundation, and tickets are just $20. Get them at mocomedyjam.com.
Create the perfect backyard this summer with Tools Ace Hardware. Tools Ace Hardware carries the best brands in outdoor cooking like Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, Uni, Gosney, Rectech, and more. Tools also carries Polywood outdoor furniture made from durable recycled plastic that will last for years and won't fade. Tools has Adirondack chairs, rocking chairs, seating and dining sets in stock, and can special order any item quickly. Get free assembly and local delivery on any grill or patio furniture purchase $3.99 and up. Tools Ace has 13 convenient locations in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com for free in-store pickup or delivery. It's Tools Ace, the backyard place.
The Orlando Boat Show is at the Orange County Convention Center August 23rd through 25th with 22 of Central Florida's best boat dealers representing over 80 manufacturers. Fantastic deals on bass boats, bow riders, pontoon boats, wake boats, cruisers, fishing boats, and much more. Lots of family fun with the Trout Fishing Pond and a kids fishing clinic with Captain Don Dingman from Hook the Future TV show. Over 40 exhibitors showcasing a variety of products. The Boat Super Sale you can't afford to miss. More info at OrlandoBoatShow.com.
I'm Olivia. When I was injured in a car crash, I knew from listening to this station who I needed to call. I called attorney Glenn Klossman. I knew I had a super lawyer on my side. I was extremely happy with the results. I'm Olivia, and I highly recommend attorney Glenn Klossman, Office Winter Park.
GMC Sierra trucks in stock now at OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Are you offended? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. You can always text us at 77031. Check us out online. Matter of fact, Danny's in studio. So if you want to see Danny Meyering do her thing, youtube.com. Go to the Jim Colbert Show. While you're watching, give us a like and subscribe. But if you want to get into the chat, you can do that as well. JimColbertLive.com clicks right through to our YouTube channel. Again, while you're there hanging out, watching us, and spending your afternoon, give us a like and subscribe and tell all your friends to do the same thing. That helps us out quite a bit, guys, and doesn't cost you a nickel, so thank you again. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I am Jim. Savvy's here as well. Jack is as well. Let's do Date Night Done Right.
Whether you're dating and in love or married and in a fight, keep your romance shining bright. This is Date Night Done Right.
Good and loud for Danny Meyering from Orlando. I hate that more than anything. I hate it. I just hate it. I just hate it.
You okay there, bud?
Yeah, he's
I'm
fine.
good.
He's fine. It's a small seizure.
I get very
It happens.
excited.
We have an injection that we keep here in our glove compartment.
It's very exciting because I have my niece is going to be in town this weekend, and on Saturday I have to figure out what we're going to do, and I'm like, I'm going to pay attention to Danny's segment this week.
Something for
are you?
Well, very nice. And you mentioned Magical Dining last week. And this Saturday night, your boy's stepping out to one of the Orlando Magical Dining stops. We're going to Armando's in Winter Park.
Lovely.
Never been there, and it's a
very romantic,
legendary Italian spot here in Orlando. 3 locations. I think they have one in College Park, Winter Park, and then out in Nona, if I remember right.
Sounds about right.
So we're going to the Winter Park location on Saturday night. Looking forward to it.
Enjoy.
Yeah, man.
Slancha or whatever.
Yeah,
no,
that
that's Irish. What is it? Chin chin. There it is. Wow. All right.
Off to a blazing start. Of course, Danny appears courtesy of Orlando Date Night Guide. And if you miss any of this segment or want to see more of what they have to offer, OrlandoDateNightGuide.com, or you can go to JimColbertLive.com because we podcast this every single time you do it. What's going on this weekend, kiddo?
There's lots of fun stuff. And one thing that's actually happening tonight, if you're looking for something to do, is the Bartender's Bash at the Edison at Disney Springs.
Bartender's Bash.
Yeah. So
Now, do they know how to party? Bartenders? I haven't heard.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Most boring crowd that you can find. So what's cool about this is their first one doing this. It's from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the Edison at Disney Springs, and they're going to craft different cocktails. These are local bartenders, not just the folks at the Edison, but different folks from around Central Florida, and they're going to compete. You get to try the different cocktails. Because mixing your liquors is always a good idea.
Sure it is.
And if you are able to be of sound mind, then you can vote to decide which one is your favorite at the end of the night. It is co-sponsored by Bacardi, so maybe they'll be sticking with the rum. And you'll also get samples of little bites and stuff as well. So you get some food to layer on top of the liquor.
And that room is gorgeous, by the way. That room is beautiful. They don't blink around at their Disney when they design it up. It looks it's gorgeous. Yes.
Yeah, so the Edison is the former Adventurers Club. So if you're old school like me, it's still like bittersweet walking in that space.
Yeah.
Now, tickets for that are $85, a little bit on the pricey end, but you're at Disney Springs, you're getting your booze included. They're going to be good, and you're going to get some good bites. If you can't make it tonight, that looks like that's going to be a monthly thing, so keep an eye out for that. Budget-friendly option, we like to mention this, is Sunset at the Zoo. This is happening at the Central Florida Zoo, happening tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Each month that they do this, it's a different theme. So this week's theme is celebrating Native American and Alaska Native heritage. And tickets are just $5 for that. It kicks off at 5 o'clock and it goes until like 8 o'clock, and there's food trucks. And that's like a third of the cost of going to the zoo normally. So fun date night, but also good to bring the kids. Now, here's the thing for Jack to make note of is the Tay Tay dance party featuring DJ Swifty, and DJ Swifty is trademarked.
Oh, really? I like that. Yeah. Do you have to say that?
Right.
Do you have to say that
I don't
every
want a
time?
lawsuit.
DJ Swifty is trademarked.
Please tell me you have another Saturday event, any other Saturday event.
Wait.
So this is the Tay Tay dance party. You're going. You're a Swizzle fan, right?
Yeah, I love me some Swizz.
Yeah.
If I could ever afford to go to the concert, I would. I went to a Taylor Swift concert a few years ago because my friend was the stage manager for her opening act, and I gotta say, it was one of the coolest concerts I've been to.
My wife says
I became a very big fan after just because of the experience.
My wife is a glancing fan and said it was the best show she's ever been to. With the exception of Guns N' Roses, they were neck and neck. But she did say that it was the best show she ever saw. Like
it was cool.
Shania Twain, Guns N' Roses, amazing, unbelievable. And I think my daughters have seen her like 4 or 5 times. And my one daughter saw her in London just here recently.
That's cool.
Is it the O2 Center over there in London or something like that?
We'll go with that.
Yeah,
yes,
very good.
So Tay Tay dance party, because I thought for a second, because I saw that event, was the Tay Tay. Remember, it was like the social media, like 9-year-old who they faked her death.
No.
Like little Tay Tay. And I'm like, oh, not only have they not been canceled for faking a death, but they've got a show going. But this is a Taylor Swift dance.
That would be the oddest dance party of all time.
It would. I'm alive.
It really
Let's get it.
Yeah. Come to our dead 9-year-old TikTok dance party.
We got to, never mind, pay for final expenses. So tickets to this are $20. The reason I put this on the list is it's happening at the Dr. Phillips Center. So this isn't like Cimarron. I don't want to knock Cimarron Skateway, but like
where the Dr. Phillips Center?
Shoot, I don't have which theater on the list.
It doesn't matter which one. I mean, but a dance party.
And they're going to have
I bet it's
professional.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Room. Oh, yeah. They're going to have professional laser light show to this thing, too.
Oh, so
this
we
is
should
like
do some
different
drugs. No.
Easy.
I'm sorry.
Easy. No.
I can't control what I'm.
You can't.
Drugs are
So
bad
glad
and
you're
illegal.
here, and so glad I'm here during this.
Yeah. Try hard.
It's gonna be my last time, I'm
All right.
sure.
Tay dance party.
Jack?
All right. So unfortunately, that is all I have for Saturday.
Whoa, come on.
Because it's magical dining. You should be out doing magical dining. That's the deal. They shut down the city pretty much.
Okay.
If you're not doing magical dining, you're out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Jack has to think of his own idea now.
You can go karaoke. I'm sure they have some karaoke spots.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing more a singer loves to do.
Do you
than
have
go
any
sing
opening on
her-
Sunday? There's some fun stuff on Sunday.
Let me tell you something.
No?
We were at a bar recently. I can't remember where it was. Or not a bar, but a gig recently. And there was karaoke. And I just looked at Naomi and she said no. I just glanced at her. She's like, no, I'm
I
not
love
singing.
it.
No.
Huge fan.
Best karaoke song, Tequila.
Oh,
Because
that's
that's literally the
easy.
only thing you have to do.
And everyone loves
Yeah,
it.
All right, so Sunday, we got a classy thing and an absolute no class thing. So let's start with the classy thing. So the Orlando Opera has a summer concert series, and this is the last one happening Sunday at 2. And the reason I have this on the date night list is you have wine, appetizers, and desserts included in this experience in a post-show reception. And tickets are $49.
Damn, really?
So you're going to get some opera. You're going to be at the University Club of Winter Park, which is a North Park Avenue, very, very classy society.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Sounds like I'm wearing a blazer.
Yeah. It's very blazer friendly.
And yeah, dessert, appetizers, wine, let's do it. And it indicates that there's a diverse selection of songs as well as duets and
Very nice.
very
Probably
nice.
some Tay-Tay.
Very nice. Yeah, little Tay-Tay. Yeah, very good.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Little operatic take on that. The no class option, but it's going to be a lot of fun, is Mayhem on Mills.
Oh, this
Have you
is-
guys been?
Of course we've been. Are you
It
kidding?
is awesome.
There is nothing better than a wrestling match that pours out to the street.
Right,
Yes.
Like anytime you can get slammed in a median.
I'm
That's
not,
good.
The last one I went to, I was like getting food from a food truck, and I go to throw away the napkin into the trash can. They had immediately taken away to smash on someone's head.
It's the
And I'm like,
greatest.
this is awesome. Where do I throw away my
Like-
trash now?
Like every time they announce this thing, you have to be careful about traffic down there because that area gets absolutely mobbed. So I would really pay attention. It's like, oh, can't go near there because that mayhem thing that happens. It's Mills, right?
Well, so this time they're having it at the veranda at Thornton Park.
Oh, are they really?
Even
So
better.
maybe no median slams
Okay,
happening
very
It's a
good.
this
four-way
time.
stop there, so hopefully people are using the stop signs, but still fun. Count me
And they're
in.
doing like a unique twist on this one. Like it's kind of a instead of a who done it, like a murder mystery, it's a who won it, air quotes.
Oh.
Distinguished Mayhem on Mills competitors are all implicated.
Really? Wow.
I'm
so
going.
It's $25 for that one, 5 o'clock.
That
That's a
sounds
good
fun.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What day is that?
Sunday.
Wow.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Jack, you in?
I think I might be in.
All right.
That might be the winner.
See you there.
So the good news is if you're someone who likes to plan ahead, next week starts my two favorite theme park events. Epcot Food and Wine Festival starts next week on the 29th, and Halloween Horror Nights starts on the
Already
same night
next
as well.
week?
Isn't that crazy?
Unbelievable.
I'm so excited.
It starts in August.
I
Yeah,
love
man.
it. That
I mean,
means I get to
Disney's
go
Halloween
15
thing's been
times.
going for like 3 weeks now already. It's ridiculous.
Insane.
Yeah, so those are good times that are happening. It's also a great time to like do a beach getaway or an island getaway. So we do have a list of that at OrlandoDateNightGuide.com. You've got Labor Day weekend coming, so
Yep.
we've got info on that because it's a busy time of year.
Well,
you got to
actually,
take advantage of it.
Yeah, next weekend we'll probably do 2 segments before that because we have the Labor Day coming up, and I know there's a lot of stuff going on. So we'll probably double up next week. That way you can get a bunch of different stuff in. So
And I'll be broadcasting live from an island destination.
will
next
you
week.
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Isla Mirada.
Are you really?
Yes.
Look
That'll
at
be
you.
fun.
Is this work or is it play?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes, huh? Very nice.
Little 2-nighter trip there. We get to my husband's big birthday is tomorrow, so
Happy
we
birthday,
haven't.
Hubs.
Yeah, we haven't done anything like special this week, but next week we are.
Very nice.
Discovery Cove, Island
That's
Mirada.
awesome.
We are. Woo!
Very nice. Hey, let me ask you real quick about that the Epcot Food and Wine. So that is a massive event. And so from what I remember, not only do you can do the normal food and wine thing, but there are also ticketed events that happen internally. Like I know that they do an event where it's like the world something or whatever, but they have it in one of the big tents, and it's all like the Disney chefs.
Taste
and stuff
of
like
the Senses, or Potty for the Senses.
That's exactly it.
They haven't done that in years.
Are you serious?
Didn't we broadcast from that a couple years ago?
The Party of the Senses was the most amazing. It was a food orgy. It wasn't. It's the closest thing you could get to what Rome was back in the day when they had the vomitoriums. It was food after food, wine after wine. Everything was delicious, and it was all like in a 40-minute walk. It was great.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
shame.
Those were you had the Cirque du Soleil performers would get up in the middle, and
Insane.
Let's start doing that at your new house.
I just might.
Got plenty of room.
Yeah, we have
Jim
a room.
Colbert's
Yeah, right.
Taste for the Senses. Party for the Senses.
Hey, just park over by the pond.
Food orgy.
Well, it's always good seeing you.
Thank you. You too.
If you missed any of this, again, JimColbertLive.com will have it up as part of the podcast. And have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
You got
have
it,
fun
man.
on the
All right,
island.
good and loud for Danny Myring, guys.
Yeah.
OrlandoDateNightGuide.com also for plenty of other suggestions for stuff. And I know that you guys have a parenting one as well.
Yes, we have Orlando-parenting.com. And pretty soon I'm going to have a nice big announcement about that one
Very
coming.
nice.
Whoop, whoop.
Very nice. All right, man. Have a great week, all right?
Thank you.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. A woman went in for a surgery. And then something really unique happened, and I'm dying to know what you guys think about this. I'll tell you next.
Date Night Done Right is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Mortgage brokers are better. Why? They do all of their loans through national wholesale lenders. It'll still be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but they have access to dozens of wholesale banks competing for your business. And government studies prove buyers save $9,400 on average with a mortgage broker. That mortgage guy, Don, will give you a comparison quote today. Just go to thatmortgageguyDon.com. It's peace of mind at your fingertips, so don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Heavy traffic continues on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound through downtown and by the major attractions exits. Still looking at a vehicle fire blocking the shoulder northbound on Florida's Turnpike just before the Three Lakes Toll Plaza. No delays at this time for those on the 408. If you see traffic problems this afternoon, just make sure you're calling the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at the Filatowski Eye Institute. If you ask anybody who talks about LASIK surgery, if they've had it, they'll tell you it's the best decision they ever made. They should have only done it way sooner. That's exactly what my father-in-law said. 58 years old when he got his surgery. And the thing he says, I should have done this when I was 40. Man, it was so incredible for him. He has terrible eyesight, or had. Now he has beautiful, perfect eyesight. Same thing for my son. If you want to experience the same thing, the Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Take advantage of that. Book your appointment today. Text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They have all the possible experience you could want. 65,000 LASIK procedures, and they use the latest state-of-the-art tech, getting you the best results every single time. Is a concern, do not stress. 24-month interest-free financing is available. Just text 1041 to 868686 and schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. Your path to better vision begins right now.
This hour of Real Radio 104.1 sponsored by FloridaJobsNow.com coming Wednesday, September 18th.
Get ready to win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, and $1,000.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Own the moment with the Ray-Ban Meta Smart Glasses. Wear timeless styles with technology that lets you listen to music, capture pictures and videos, live stream, make a hands-free call or text, and even ask Meta AI questions on the go, all while you stay present in the moment.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Big news for veterans and first-time homebuyers. The Hometown Heroes program provides up to $35,000 down payment and closing costs. Get pre-approved at thatmortgagguydon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Discover the essence of Florida at Everglades Restaurant Rosen Center. Join us Saturday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. for an unforgettable evening of culinary artistry and tequila exploration. Savor 6 handcrafted cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Lachos. Reservations strongly recommended. Call 407-996-2385 to reserve your spot. Everglades Restaurant, where Florida's flavors come alive. 9840 International Drive, Orlando.
You know the biggest hassle with selling your home with the Nickley Group? Figuring out where to put the sofa in your new home, because your old home won't be on the market for long. TNG listings sell 2 times faster and for an average of 6% more. Why wait around hoping your home will sell in time for you to move into your new place? Trust the experts at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty to get your home listed, shown, and sold. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today at thenickley.com.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. Text AM to 52886.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
Looking for the best donuts and breakfast treats in town? Then you got to go check out Shipley's Donuts. With more than 60 varieties to choose from, Shipley's Donuts serves freshly made delights daily. Visit them today at 2225 South Cimarron Boulevard.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Frank Gay Services has something cool for you. Keep your AC running smoothly with our expert service. Experienced, professional, friendly, and speedy care that earned us thousands of 5-star reviews. That's the Frank Gay way. Visit frankgayservices.com or call for details.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now, it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
For all your windows and doors, go to FASWD.com. That's FASWD.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is why YouTube was created at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, Jim. That's why they tell you with those batteries, when you throw them away, the lithium-ion ones, to tape up your terminals. Because it's not just the one battery. It's when multiple lithium-ion batteries get disposed of, they start to link together. And if they contain a charge, you'll get a lot of ignition from all of those lithium-ion batteries. So very powerful, but very dangerous.
Hey, I'm not sure if you saw the late night bit, but one of the late night shows did Adam Sandler or lesbian, or it was Adam Sandler or Ellen DeGeneres, which is sort of the same thing. But it was pretty funny that his fashion is exactly like that style.
Good after morning, Colbert crew, and of course, Sabrina.
Hola.
So, since Sean didn't play my dispatch the other day, I thought I'd throw this out there. Sabrina, along with seeing you and all the other Real Radio people out there, it was so really cool to meet your beautiful girlfriend. She was so nice.
You weren't supposed to talk to her.
Nice to put a name to the face.
You're gay?
now. Or a face to the name. God, I messed it up. Big deal.
Don't worry about it. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. They're Savvy.
Hey, Gabe.
And Jack is here as well.
I am.
Did you say? Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I have to say it every time.
Your smile just makes me laugh. I just want to look over. You have such
that face.
You have a mischievous face. You do. You have a mischievous face. Has anyone ever told you have a mischievous face?
I believe my parents have. Plenty of
very
times.
good. Very
They're so proud of me.
All right. Well, good to have you in today. Thank you again for sure.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. 407-916-1041 if you want to call us, and you may want to during this. But this is a very interesting story. This is out of this is Yahoo.com. This is part of their health thing. So Jamie Holmes says a surgery center did something that she disagrees with, and there's a real fight for this. So listen to this story, right? She lives in northwestern Washington state. She had a surgery in 2019 to have her fallopian tubes tied, right? Okay. So the vasectomy.
Pretty common.
Right, that's right. That would be the vasectomy for the female, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a permanent birth control procedure that her insurance company agreed to ahead of the situation. So in other words, fully covered by the insurance company, a pretty common procedure as women who have had the children they want to have or whatever, get their fallopian tubes tied, no more pregnancies.
Correct.
Here we go.
Finally, get rid of those condoms, baby.
Now that was the agreement,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was the surgery. During the operation, while Holmes was under anesthesia, the surgeon noticed early signs of endometriosis.
Okay.
Which is a common condition in which fibrous scar tissue grows around the uterus.
It's awful.
Right?
Not a good time.
She said the surgeon later told her he spent about 15 minutes cauterizing the troublesome tissue as a precaution. She recalls him saying he finished the entire operation within the 60 minutes that had been allotted for the tubal ligation, right? So that's what happens. That's the same way the garages work, by the way. Right?
I'm sorry?
A garage. Like if you get your brakes done, right?
Is he comparing vaginas to garages?
I am. Listen,
Might as well.
It's going to work.
Yeah.
It's going to work. Stick with me here. When you go get a brake job at a garage, it's not a per thing. They're not like going, this car is $39.95. This car is $79.95. This car is $129.95. What they say is this: a brake job takes 2 hours. Therefore, your brake job is going to cost $230 plus parts or whatever, because the average brake job happens in 2 hours. Now, what they're saying is, if it takes us 3, you're still only paying for 2. But if we do the job in 45 minutes, you're still paying for 2 hours. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Same kind of theory here, I believe. In other words, while he was in there, he already had an hour to do the job. But while he was in there, he noticed another issue, took care of it within the time it took to do the original surgery.
And it's also, I'll see what her argument is, but when it comes to
endometriosis.
Sometimes words are hard.
Yeah.
I work on the radio. It is extremely painful and awful. And to go back, he saved her the pain and the extra surgery down the road, it seems, unless something else you're about to tell me.
Fast forward. She said the doctor assured her the extra treatment for endometriosis would cost her little, if anything. Then the bill came. The bill came and said, guess what? You owe us $9,620. Which insurance paid $1,262 for the in-network center. The center billed her $2,600. The collection agency later acquired the debt and sued her for $3,700 because her thing was, I didn't ask you to do that. I did not ask you to do that.
No.
The insurance did not approve for you to do that.
So why did he even write it down?
Because he was trying to be a good guy. And this is where it gets real interesting. This is a doctor who noticed something that he could take care of quickly, and he did. The surgery center, which provided the facility and the support staff for the operation, sent a bill suggesting that she underwent 2 operations, one to have her tubes tied and one to treat endometriosis. $4,800 for each of those procedures, with a total bill of $9,600. She said, I'll pay for one, because that's what we agreed to with my insurance company. And they're like, nah, dog, you're paying for both of these. And if not, we're taking you to collections. And guess what? That's exactly what they did.
What a nightmare. Then what? And if you do not pay, they're going to put those polyps right back in you.
Yeah, no, they're not. I mean, she's going to have the surgery. And I have to tell you, as crappy as it sounds, I agree with her. I agree 100%.
You're supposed to consent to that.
You have to literally. I think really, if she wanted, she could theoretically sue this guy.
Well, what is the obligation? As you know, if you saw like a tumor or something, would you not take it out, or like, do they have an obligation? Of course, the Hippocratic Oath is do no harm.
Do no harm. Right.
Does that include financial
harm?
harm?
Would it be
right? Exactly. Yeah. That's a great question.
Right. But if you see something that will cause harm and you do not, you have an opportunity right there to take care of it, and you don't.
Okay. So, but listen, it's not a life-threatening scenario. Okay. He could have easily sewed her up. Afterwards said, hey, look, I need you to know this. While I was doing your tubal ligation, I noticed that you have endometriosis. You need to consult with your doctor, and tell him what I saw. I'll show him my notes. Then you can make an adjustment, or you can make an appointment to have that taken care of.
But to open her back up again, too, is a whole thing.
It is a whole thing. But again, man, the insurance did not approve this. In my opinion, like he kind of, I'm not saying it's criminal what he did, because obviously it's not. But man,
could he have been like, I mean, obviously there's something to him having to note what he did.
Right.
But can a doctor just be like, I took care of the polyps for you?
Yeah,
Let's not get insurance involved.
Look, this happened one time for me. Like when I had a colonoscopy, they took some what do you call? No. Not cyst. What is it that can get on the inner lining of your colon there? It's not a cyst. It's
polyp?
A polyp. That's it.
Oh.
They snipped a couple of those off. Now, I think that's part of the procedure. Matter of fact, he even said that. It goes, hey, I noticed a few polyps. We snipped those off of there and got that out of there for you. But that's part of what comes with that.
And Jimmy was like, I wanted those.
Yeah. Did you save them?
But this surgeon did something he wasn't being asked to do. But what if something went wrong? That would be malpractice, would it not?
It would have been malpractice.
I mean, he really puts himself at risk.
He did open himself up to a big, big issue there. Now, here's the funny thing. Here's where it gets even a little bit more interesting. When they asked her, she says, look, I understand the surgery center could have incurred additional costs for the 15 minutes the surgeon spent cauterizing the spots, but I think $500 seems like a fair charge. She goes, I wouldn't be opposed to that. In other words, she's not unhappy that the guy did the procedure. Yeah. She's pissed that it cost the same amount as the other procedure, and it cost the same. She's basically saying, look, if he'd have charged me $500, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Hey, you were already in there.
Yeah.
It's not like anesthesia, that's covered. Opening me up, that's covered. But closing me up, that was already part of the first bill.
Yeah, but then, dude, you subject her to another $4,800 bill that the insurance company hasn't approved that they'll meet her on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why the cost shouldn't be equal for the two, because on all of those items, as far as, prep, anesthesia, opening her up, closing her up, that was all covered in the first bill. Well, the fact that he's just tinkering around, maybe another $500.
I see what you're saying. In other words, we'll go back to the mechanic thing.
Yeah.
You pull the intake off, and you go, hey, look, I'm just going to do a valve job. And then while you're doing the valve job, you realize your head could be warped. You're going to have to fix that head gasket or whatever. I understand. But it is two different jobs. It's two separate jobs.
I'm trying to find the story, too. And stuff like this I just went Google News for Dr. Tubes Tied, and I assumed that one would come up immediately. So much news in the last week revolving doctors making decisions without the patient's consent.
Really? I didn't. This is the only one I've heard of this week, and this one was pretty egregious. That's why I chose to talk about it.
Patient testifies doctor told her future husband would regret it if she got her tubes tied. Woman claims NS doctor refused tube tied, alluded to it being boyfriend's call.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this or not. Jack, I don't know if this happened for you. Did you have to go through a counseling session before you got your vasectomy?
No, because of my age. I don't think so. I know my wife had to come to the appointment.
Yeah. When you get a vasectomy, you go through a little counseling thing, and I think your wife has to agree to it or something. I remember that.
Oh my God!
Can you believe it?
Make our own damn decisions.
My wife.
Well, same thing if you go to get a smushmortion. It's like you have to 3 days. People calling you. Are you sure?
Yeah, right.
What it could be, and like, if you're there already, Just do what it came to do. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't need the guilt trip.
It says here that the collection agency so far has not pressed ahead with its lawsuit seeking a trial after this judge's ruling.
It's too small.
It's too small?
Yeah. I mean, she should just call and be like, I could pay everything right now, $200. That's it. Let's call it a day. They'll probably take it.
And they say this is actually pretty common, that when surgeons go in to do certain procedures, they'll notice that maybe something else is there, and they have to kind of ask themselves whether or not they want to do that. I would think that most of them would just, and look, I don't know if we have doctors listening to the show, but I mean, if you were in that scenario where you, again, I think you can go back to the mechanic thing. If you paid me to fix your brakes, and while fixing your brakes, I noticed there was another problem, I would tell you about the other problem, but I would not repair it and then just hit you with the bill afterwards. Oh, by the way, dude, I noticed while doing your brakes that this was also bad. It's only another $300, but you had to have it done anyway. I would not pay the $300 because I did not ask you to do that. You can tell me about your diagnosis, no problem. But you have to, and it's $4,800. You have to kind of clue somebody in. You know, you can't, he just said it was going to be a little bit more. It was double.
That's when doctors don't really get involved in the money stuff. I imagine they just say, hey, I did put a Band-Aid on her, and the insurance is like, that sounds like it cost $10,000.
Yeah, but if you do anything now medically, when's the last time you had a medical thing done? Any medical procedure? Has it been a while?
It's been a while. I think the last one was endoscopy.
Yeah.
The other way around.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that was a pretty penny.
Yeah, they want you. Here's the thing. I mean, they ask you 1,000 times how you're going to pay. Like, I mean, it's more prevalent now. It's actually
job's insurance.
It actually seems. It actually seems a little. And look, there's a bit of shame for the nurses that have to ask you for stuff like this, and you can see it in their face because like nothing's done, nothing's been done, and they're, hey, your payment. Like I had my tooth pulled out, I was dying. I mean, dying. And they're like, hey, it's going to be like $800 and you got to pay up front. I'm like, what if I didn't have it? What would you guys do? Would you just let me writhe in pain in this office in front of people, like almost pass out and throw up? They're like, no, we have a
payment plan.
Well, no, they have like not an oath. What's a responsibility to make sure you're okay, and they can figure it out after the fact. But they did not have any problem. You got to pay up front now. We got to make sure this credit card clears before we can get you out of that pain.
Just got a bill in the mail from our dentist. It says, hey, we've tried to, my wife had a crown that cracked or something they had to fix, and we tried twice with the insurance company. We appealed it twice, and they denied it, and so now they're sending me a bill for $400 on top of what I already paid.
Yeah, because crowns aren't cheap, by the way.
Yeah.
I think they're like $2,500 a piece or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a fun one. I was supposed to get a crown, but then the oral surgeon was like, it is all the way. It's like your last tooth before the wisdom tooth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could just take it out, significantly cheaper. No one can see it. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. I'm a poor college kid, and I'm no longer on my parents' insurance. I get the tooth pulled, but Sarah forgot to say that, did you know your teeth keep each other
even? So the other one starts growing down or up?
Yeah, now I have to get the top tooth removed down the road because it has descended.
I had two that cracked in half in my back right, the two I was just telling you about. They pulled them out, and I was like, okay, that was easy. And then my wife reminded me of how much it is to get the poles, what do you call them? The
screws?
Implants?
Yeah, the implants in there, and how expensive that is. And I'm like, nah, I'll chew up on the other side.
I mean, why is it elective?
You know how much it is, right? I think it's like for the I think it's almost
tens of thousands.
I think it's $5,000 to $7,000 a tooth.
I paid $7,000 for
$5,000 to $7,000 each for those teeth.
When they get this one out, though, I think it's going to be whole.
Yeah,
so I'm going to keep it.
You're just going to keep it?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
We'll
to
see what
keep
the tooth
it.
fairy brings.
Yeah,
or make a necklace
for a big fat one. I think it's like $20.
Nice. Maybe just a joint.
Just a nice tight roll.
Yeah.
Nice True Leaf Pro.
Tooth fairy weed is fire.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. This is actually being discussed right now in court, so we'll be able to get an update on this. I'm very interested to see. And the lady in this that says that once the collection agencies get these medical bills, which is, I think, the number one reason for bankruptcy in the U.S. now, right?
Yeah.
For private bankruptcy is medical debt.
And more than half of those people have insurance.
Right, exactly, which is...
But I thought it didn't mess up with your credit.
Now, so
that's part of
a new law is that will not be medical debt would not be held against you and your credit rating.
And that's a current administration project as well. Yeah, the Biden administration set that up where they can't use your credit debt or your medical debt against your credit score. Because again, I mean, it's not like you went to Gucci and bought a suitcase. You had a medical procedure to keep you alive. It's way different, But they say that this one is going to be negotiated. We'll have to see what's going on. And they say that a lot of these collection companies just are persistent, and people will just give up. Yeah. And then they get a judgment summary against them, and then go to collections and then ruin their credit. And then you are in the downward spiral of medical debt, which has happened to so many people. We've talked about this before, and our texting service went crazy, Sabby. It was so sad.
It sucks.
That's why I'm wondering, when that dentist sent me the note that said, hey, they denied this twice, I'm like, well, should I try it and go for a third time?
I think you should.
It's like,
before it goes to the collection.
Ask again, because what's the option? Pay $400.
Yeah, pay the $7,000 for your tooth. That one's never going to rot, though, bro.
Looks good.
That one's never going to rot. And when they put those poles in, don't look at yourself. I have 2 of those in my mouth now. If you look at yourself with those things sticking out of your face before they put the other teeth on, you'll never, ever forget that.
It's like a scary movie.
You look like a Mad Max character. It is awful.
But you're going to look beautiful.
Perfect smile every time. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of The Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Singer-songwriter Lisa Loeb has been selling eyewear, glasses, and each of the frames are named after one of her songs.
They're all called Stay?
She's got other songs.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Hey there, Central Florida. This is Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Thursday evening forecast. Going to be seeing heavy rain through the rest of the evening, but those showers slowly going to start to taper off as we head into about the 9-10 o'clock hour tonight. Mostly cloudy skies through the overnight. Still going to continue those hot and humid conditions as we head through the overnight as well, and rinse and repeat as we head through your Friday. More heavy rain and thunderstorms popping up as we head through tomorrow afternoon, lasting through tomorrow evening. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
This summer, get a great new grill at a great price from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware, man. Up to $300 off a brand new Traeger grill. Everybody knows Traeger's low and slow, wood-fired flavor. Awesome. You're going to love it. Or maybe a propane grill. How about $150 off a brand new grill from Napoleon? That's like a professional series grill. Simply amazing heat for that unbelievable searing. So awesome. Tools also carries grills and pizza ovens from Big Green Egg, Weber, Rectech, Gosney, and Uni. And when you buy a grill from Tools Ace, you get free assembly and free local delivery on grill purchases $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace Hardware, 13 convenient locations right here in Central Florida, or you can just shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Hi there, Jesse Bon Jovi here. When I set out to create Hampton Water Rosé with my dad, John Bon Jovi, we blended the best French rosé with the laid-back lifestyle of the Hamptons. 7 years later, we are all that and more. With a spot on the top 100 list, we're now the world's favorite rosé. We're for those who always show up for a good time and never show up empty-handed. Hampton Water Rosé, born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Rosé responsibly.
Join Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game, Thursday, August 22nd, broadcasting live for Fantasy Football, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Followed by the draft party from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Stadium Club, located in Caribe Royale, Orlando. Elevate your fantasy football draft with the exclusive Fantasy Football Draft Party Package at Stadium Club, designed for the ultimate sports fan experience. To reserve a private simulator suite, visit stadiumclub.com/fantasyfootball football draft party.
Men over 45, do you have a frequent, urgent need to urinate or a weak flow? Do you suffer from an enlarged prostate or BPH? Know your options. If BPH medications are bothering you or you're worried about invasive surgery, ask about the UroLift system. The UroLift system is an outpatient, minimally invasive procedure. It reopens the channel with no cutting and provides rapid symptom relief with no new, sustained erectile or ejaculatory dysfunction, as shown in a clinical study. Go to urolift.com and click on Find a Physician for a doctor near you. Urolift.com. UROLIFT.com. Most common side effects are temporary and can include discomfort when urinating, urgency, inability to control the urge, pelvic pain, and some blood in the urine. Rare side effects, including bleeding and infection, may lead to a serious outcome and may require intervention. If you suffer from symptoms of an enlarged prostate or BPH, the UroLift system is a proven alternative to BPH medication or invasive surgery. Visit urolift.com and click on Find a Physician to speak to a doctor to see if you're a candidate for the UroLift system.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish and just kind of blah.
Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites.
But I suppose they taste blah.
Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go.
Toss one in my bag?
Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
Hey, Katie. Hi. Let's embark on a performance calibration initiative synthesizing qualitative and quantitative metrics for this past fiscal year.
If Heineken Silver was corporate jargon, it would have all the info you need. None of the annoying gibberish.
What I was trying to say is, you crushed it last year, Katie. Lady, you are getting a big, fat bonus.
Heineken Silver, world-class light beer. Only 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Hey, Orlando, get ready for your real estate journey with Nickley's Believe It or Not. Did you know the Nickley Group sells the most homes in Central Florida? They actually sell one every 9.7 hours. The Nickley Group sells homes twice as fast and for 6% more on average. Yeah, that's approximately $25,000 more for your home. Why? Because the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty does real estate differently. Don't believe me? Google them. They have over 3,000 five-star reviews. Get your own dedicated team of local experts and experience the difference. For a guaranteed cash offer on your home today, call the Nickley Group. Visit thenickley.com.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, Jimmy, if you think the rail strike is a bad situation, wait and see what happens next month if the international longshoremen go on strike for the whole East Coast
You're
of
right.
the United States.
You're right, buddy.
Oh, that's not about me. Oh, what to do, Colbert Crew? You know, your favorite tea bag from Rockledge. And I'm pretty good and wet right now. I've done nothing today except drink beer and smoke that good old sticky of the icky. 'Cause I'm officially 37 today. I'm getting close to 40. Yay.
Thought he was
I'm a
80.
Toys R Us kid. I don't want to grow up. Help me.
That, my friends, is a birth certificate scenario.
What?
That's a 37-year-old?
Yeah.
He's 37.
Yeah.
What is his job?
We don't know. We just know he likes to drink and smoke. And his mom has, what's her medical issue?
I do not remember. A son that sounds like that at 37?
Yeah.
Is that a medical issue?
Yeah, I don't know. He was in a previous talkback. He talked about waiting at Walgreens for medication for his mother.
Oh,
He named the ailment. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
Hope she's okay.
Yeah. All right, for us, if the medication is to stop her to be able to interact with him. It's all right. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Sabby's right there.
Hey,
Jack is here as well.
Yo,
crazy.
What a time. And girthy belch.
A girthy belch right
like
beforehand.
That was deep.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. We appreciate that so much.
I smelled it almost.
God almighty. It sounds like a gator calling. It does. It sounds like a mating call of a gator, does it not? That's it. That's exactly what that is.
Like a boar or something.
Yeah.
I could see that.
It does sound like a boar. You're right. Shoot him quick. All right, 407-916-1041. Newest cosmetic surgery?
Tell me more.
I don't know. You tell me. What do you think?
Making your eyes more narrow.
Making your eyes more narrow isn't
moving them closer.
Isn't the answer?
Okay. Is it on the face?
Oh, moving one up and one down.
Well, what? Okay, so
putting both eyes on one side.
So the other, most cosmetic surgeries are face related, or no? Because I think the most common is like a stomach thing, right? Isn't it stomach band or some gastrointestinal
or
stuff?
Implants,
or maybe facelifts. What do you think the most is?
I mean, you're talking surgery or a procedure like day of
good point. Good point.
Or whatever.
Well, I would think a cosmetic surgery. This is a surgery for sure. But I got it. To be honest with you, I think it is. A needle is involved. There's a hint.
Botox.
No, come on. Everybody does that.
That's old school.
No, everyone doesn't do it.
Yeah, everybody does it.
No.
It for the first
everyone
time.
doesn't.
A lot of people do it. Yes,
I've never done it.
Okay.
So
yeah,
you can't
right.
say
Says
everyone
the guy
does
with beautiful porcelain skin.
Everybody does.
How you doing?
Yeah, everybody does.
Oh, by the way, UTI.
It's not a UTI.
No, Teabag's mom had a UTI, and that's what he was getting medicine for.
Don't say that about your mother on the air, buddy. Do not say that about your mom on the air.
But he waited in the car for the commercial break while his mother suffered with a UTI.
And then had to hear that burp, that boar burp.
Oh, please delete it. Needle involved. I'm thinking they are.
Okay, so you get your facelifts, you got your
collagen.
Botoxes, you got your collagen, you got your lip injections. That's a big thing now. You have your facelifts where they pull your face back to tighten your skin. You have all kinds of implants. What is it?
Nipples.
It's not nipples. How about this? I'll give you another hint. Something that you would never think in a million years that you could change.
Ear hair.
No, you can change that. You can
your
cut
voice.
It. Not a bad guess, but that's not it. It would be something that you could look at a person and see that they've changed it. Eye color is the answer.
Ow, what?
Eye color is the answer. So this kid from Thailand, he was watching American movies, and he says, you know what? I want to be an American. And all good old Americans have blue eyes, right? There's nothing more American than having blue eyes, right? And he wore colored contacts for a while, but he said, you know what? They're really kind of inconvenient. This guy's 32 years old, by the way. And he said, I want a different eye color. I have brown eyes because he is he's Thai. So he has the brown eyes, right? Good-looking kid, by the way.
High-tie brown eyes.
Yeah, high-tie brown eyes. And he wanted a different eye color, but so he started doing some research. And he found a place where they inject or they create a canal into your iris.
I'm going to get sick.
And they can inject an ink into your iris, which is the colored part of your eye. And it will change the color of your eye. And, and look here for a second. Look, real quick. Come here and look. That's his eyes before the coloring, right? That's after.
I mean...
How insane is that?
Pretty incredible, but I got to say, a little milky looking.
Yeah.
Like he can't see anymore.
But it does. By the way, there is risk associated, by the way.
I imagine.
Jack, this is a CNN story if you want to throw it up on the screen. We only have a few minutes, but maybe people would like to check it out.
What do you guys call
it? The procedure is called iris implants.
That cannot be good.
It received a U.S. FDA approval for people who want to do this.
Interesting.
In January, the American Academy of Ophthalmology issued a warning about the risk of vision loss and complications with two eye color change procedures, iris implants.
So they said no.
And the one that Titus had, which is called keratopigmentation. Keratopigmentation. And he looks in the mirror and he absolutely loves his eyes. And it doesn't really say I don't remember saying how much it is.
Probably a lot.
And
Creepy.
Yeah, and there are a number. You can see right now, if you're at JimColbertLive.com and you want to check us out online, you can see the kid who had it done, and you can see the before and after.
He's a good-looking kid.
Of his eye color. He's very kind of a Metro, is he not?
Yeah, he looks like a Barbie.
Yeah, he does look like
very
a Barbie.
Chiseled.
Yes, very chiseled.
But see how, like, that doesn't look like a normal eye.
It doesn't. It looks like he has one of the contacts in, does it not?
And is he going to be able, can you go up to that first picture again? Like, that was with the flash in his eyes. And you could see when you get light in your eyes, your pupil expands to let it in, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the other way around.
Right.
The second picture leads me to believe that he's not going to have that function anymore. Like, it's not going to dilate or contract because they had to put all that goop in it to
So
make it lighter.
close. When you get light in your eye, your pupil closes.
Yeah. It says here that the entire process takes about 27 minutes to get this done, and you can change. And you know, one of the other reasons in the context of this story, it's kind of interesting. If you read toward the bottom of it, it says one of the reasons that people want to do this is because it's proven without question, 100%, that people that have lighter color eyes, green or blue, are more successful in business. That they get more opportunities because people are more enamored with people who have light colored eyes than they are dark colored eyes. So you have a better chance. You have a better chance of getting that job, landing that deal, closing that deal or whatever if you have lighter color eyes.
What if you have like a light cross to those beautiful light eyes?
I don't know.
There's just been a couple times where I've had one too many, and then I'm just like, the one eye is just going its own way.
Yeah. And this,
but I'm successful.
This African American woman said she just wanted a lighter shade of brown for her eyes, and that's exactly what they did after a couple procedures. They lightened her eyes from dark brown to kind of a light, kind of like a darker tan. That's her right there. Look at her.
You got baby blues, right?
I think I have hazel eyes. Mine are kind of a grayish blue.
I'm a green.
You're a green girl?
I believe rare. Oh yeah, my mom was
to not be redhead.
Blue eyes.
Yeah.
And my father brown eyes. I have 3 younger siblings. They all have Cacao brown eyes.
Cacao brown?
And I got green, baby.
Nice.
And look at me now.
All right.
I rent still.
Jack, what color are your eyes? Blue. Blue eyes?
Yeah, he has dreamy blue eyes, too.
He has good eyes. Yeah, Jack has good eyes. He has good.
Something else that changes your eye color, I didn't know if you knew this, so I'm going to say it before bone marrow transplants.
Do they really?
When you get, it's fascinating. So you get a bone marrow transplant, and your donor, if they have curly hair, if I have curly hair and light eyes, and if I were to donate my bone marrow to somebody who has straight hair and dark eyes, it's very likely that their hair will start to get curly and their eyes will get lighter.
That is unbelievable.
I never knew that.
I've never heard that either.
That's the pitch they were giving me when I was donating blood, and like telling me how it all works, and they even mentioned the cool, fun facts about it, that you could change someone's entire makeup and save their lives.
That's unbelievable. I've never heard that either. We heard yesterday that...
I should probably double check, but I confidently feel like I am correct.
Are you a cat person?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, yesterday...
No child either.
We had the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando in. Orlando Weekly says they're the best rescue out there, right? They came in with a calico cat.
That's what I have. That's Cellini.
Did you hear what they said about that? Do you know what,
females.
90%, 95, 99%, they're only females.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
It is fascinating.
And 80% of all orange cats are male.
And they're crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. Oh, yeah.
Orange cats?
Yeah.
I got a male orange cat.
Quite a personality.
Totally.
And calicos, as far as my cat goes, Celine, she is the only calico to ever be born under a giant RV with Steve Harvey's face on it. Because I found
in the parking lot
here, yeah, like 4 years ago. And then the building manager at the time took the other 2.
I was going to say,
They were males.
and Deb has one.
Deb has one, Mike Spraya, and then you.
Yeah, Deb, down in the smoking area out front, there was one in the bushes, and just Deb brought her in, put her in her shirt, and took her home, and she's still there.
Yeah. Gotta love I Heart Cats.
That's right. All right, 407-916-1041. You can text us easily at 77031. I told you before the show that they have found that kids' IQs are dropping. All right?
Video games.
So you would think that, because when I read the headline, I was like, well, duh. I almost didn't even read the story. Not even close. And when you hear why, it's bananas. Not bananas, but you get it.
Yeah, B-A-N-N.
Back in a second. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Your new Orlando home for Tampa Bay Buccaneer football. Real Radio 104.1. Fire the Cannons.
Heavy traffic continues on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound through downtown and by the major attractions exits. Still looking at a vehicle fire blocking the shoulder northbound on Florida's Turnpike just before the Three Lakes Toll Plaza. No delays at this time for those on the 408. If you see traffic problems this afternoon, just make sure you're calling the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
This is the sound of turning small bets into legendary wins. Only on the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook app. The sound of parlays, the sound of paydays, the sound of watching the game will never be the same. Hard Rock Bet has already paid out millions and millions in parlays to people across Florida. Download Hard Rock Bet now, and if your first bet doesn't win, get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hey, it's Sabrina from the News Junkie, and I'll be performing at the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam on September 5th at the Orlando Funny Bone. The show is a benefit for the Yellow Brick Road Foundation, and tickets are just $20. Get them at mocomedyjam.com.
Drowning is a leading cause of death for children in the United States. But did you know that people with autism are 160 times more likely to drown compared to their neurotypical peers? The Autism Society of America's Safety on the Spectrum initiative developed a water and wandering program to change that. This program works to prevent drowning, improve water safety skills, and develop adaptive swim lessons. By increasing water safety education and training, we can prevent wandering-related tragedies. Get connected to support and resources at autismsociety.org.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/radio. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/radio and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. hims.com/radio.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're seeing the unseeable. Using advanced imaging technology, our experts can look deeper into the human body, uncovering the smallest of details that would otherwise go unnoticed, leading to more accurate diagnoses and treatments. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now, your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Yeah! Text the nationwide keyword FESTIVAL to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's FESTIVAL to 200-200.
The Jim Colbert Show, streaming live on YouTube. Watch us talk.
Oh, that's not it about me. Ooh.
Hey, Jim, just want to chime in on your EV situation. I have a Tesla Model S, and I bought it, put 70,000 miles on it so far on one set of Michelin tires. I mean, don't get me wrong, this set of tires is definitely down to the wear bars now, but buy really good, high-quality tires, and they'll last you, that's for sure.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that very much. A lot of Howie miles. And we change them. We don't let them get down that low. You know, we don't roll the life dice with my wife in rainy weather in in Florida. So we don't let them get down to where you can see the threads. I mean,
I let them we rip off the rim.
If leave
them right there in the middle.
If they can show that they can, and again, the car's heavy. So when you get a car that heavy moving that fast, you got to have some grip. So we get the good rain tires, and we don't let them get too low.
If you can't see the steel belts, there's still life in those tires.
It's so dangerous, man.
I like your style, Jack.
It's so dangerous here. Unbelievably dangerous to have tires like that. I know they're expensive, but I could never, if I ignored my wife's tires and I knew they were low and I was just trying to squeeze a couple miles out of them and she got into an accident because of that, I would never be able to forgive myself.
Oh, I do cross my fingers a lot, but
yeah.
I'm doing all I can.
Have a great day. Maybe your last. Bye.
I'm trying to paint him as bad as I possibly can.
There's nothing like surprise for tires. I got that when I was visiting my parents for holiday last year. There was I'm heading down to Miami and the whole car's shaking. And I'm like, I got to get an alignment or I don't know what happened. And they're like, you also need 4 brand new tires. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And you get those and you get an alignment. You don't even think you're having the same car. It's like you all of a sudden went from a Toyota to a Rolls.
I can kind of take my hands off the wheel.
It feels it right. And before it would just throw you off the road.
Yeah. And then Carl was next to me and the poor dog was just shaking the whole time.
And alignment will just destroy your tires so fast. Because you know what's happening, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your tires are going to the left and you're telling them to go straight. So it's like they're squealing the entire way.
It's a nightmare.
Love it. Not good. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Savvy's here.
Hey.
Jack is as well.
Yes, and happy birthday to Teabag in Rockledge. We neglected to mention that when he mentioned it is his 37th birthday. And,
Yeah, happy birthday.
And he wants us to play that burp.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. By the way, people are asking about Klausman for Colbert Court. Glenn,
nice guy.
Glenn couldn't be in today. He'll be in back with us next week. He had some things to take care of, so we'll see Glenn.
Great man.
Yeah, he is a good man.
I can answer any legal question you have.
Yeah, he can. And do it well.
No. Sabrina says she can.
Oh, really? You can.
I can answer it. I don't know if I'll be it's the right answer, but we'll see.
So a U.S. government report expected to stir some debate in its conclusion that they've noticed that there is a link between this and lower IQ in kids. Now, the report wasn't designed to evaluate the health effects of this. It was designed to see a potential neurological risk from this.
Soda.
Not soda.
Junk food.
How about this? Involuntary. How about this? You
breathing.
No, you. Oh man, how can I say this?
The band.
How can I make this still a guessable thing? Because I think Jack is so smart that the minute I say this, I'm not saying you're not.
Yeah, I felt like he was saying I wasn't.
I'm not.
But Jack has a
No.
he finds this stuff out pretty quick.
This is Deb's game, not mine.
No. You're pretty good at it too.
Okay, I can play the game. Let's go.
You're smart enough to let her take the heat.
All right, so kids are doing it.
Okay, so
so it's not affecting Jack and I.
Let me stop this. Okay, everybody does this from the minute you're born.
So we're dumb.
Everybody does this.
Blank.
You don't really have a choice in this country.
We don't have a choice in this country.
You don't have a choice in this country.
Drafted to the military.
And everybody does it until the day they die. But it only this particular study has shown it only affects kids at a certain age, up until like 8, 9, 10.
Got it.
What is it?
The Pledge of Allegiance.
God Almighty, he nailed it. He did not.
I just forgot the Pledge of Allegiance. It's something in your body.
This is a long-awaited report because there have been inklings idea is that there could be a situation here. This is from the National Toxicology Program. It's part of the Department of Health and Human Services.
From diapers.
Boy, that's a great guess. But everybody
Diapers
does
have some toxic stuff.
From the minute they start to the minute that you stop breathing, you're going to do this.
You're
breathing.
Yeah, that was
it's not breathing.
You're seeing, you're hearing, smelling.
What else keeps you alive?
Drinking.
Water. Fluids.
Drinking water.
Water. What's in the water?
You're not answering.
Eating food. Water.
Eating water.
You're
with
asking
food.
the water. You're asking the right question.
Yeah.
Tell
What's
yourself.
in the water?
What's in the water?
Damn it.
H2O.
Yeah.
Hydrogen to oxygen.
Every day, more than likely, every day you consume some of this.
Water.
Arsenic.
It's water.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's in my bottled
heavy
water.
metals.
Plastic, microplastics.
Yeah.
Fluoride.
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 Is making us
they
stupid?
put that in the water.
That's right. Involuntary. You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. All the water in America is fluoridated.
Not all of it.
Almost all of it.
It depends on your city. Winter
right.
Springs doesn't do that.
And
Winter
that's why
Springs-
everyone's so smart in Winter
Springs does not fluoridate their water?
Correct.
All right, so how?
I thought it was mandatory by the government that you had to fluoridate your water.
Orange County, fluoride.
Wow. Well, this is a U.S. government
Can't even
study
spell
from the
fluoride.
FLOURIDE.
She's the best.
So yeah, it's not everybody. I have one little list here of the water systems in Orange County that contain fluoride.
It says water that they concluded that drinking water that contains more than 1.5 milligrams of fluoride per liter is consistently associated with lower IQ in kids. It did not
teeth.
It did not try to quantify exactly how many IQ points may be lost at different levels of fluoride exposure, but some studies reviewed in the report suggested that IQ was 2 to 5 points lower in children who had higher exposures to fluoride.
Well, then take the fluoride out of the water.
City of Castleberry does not fluoridate the water.
I'll be damned. I did not know that, Jack. I thought it was mandatory nationwide.
No, they say it does contain 0.2 parts per million of fluoride naturally, but many communities add small amounts of fluoride to water to prevent cavities and promote oral health.
It says since 2015, federal health officials have recommended a fluoridation level of 0.07 milligrams per liter of water. And for 5 decades before the recommended upper range was 1.2.
Does that mean it's in our bottled water too?
You know that I don't know that. I actually do not know that. I wouldn't think that it would be in bottled water because if Jack's saying that you can get city water that doesn't have it, I can't imagine that every bottled water has it. Wouldn't they have to list that in the ingredients?
Also, well water.
Yeah, well, they take it out of the spring. I mean, what is Niagara? They pump it out of the aquifer.
Right, so it can't have that.
They do this. I don't know even if they do reverse osmosis on it.
Remember that scam?
It says that about 0.06 of the U.S. population, about 1.9 million people, are on water systems with naturally occurring fluoride levels of 1.5 milligrams or higher.
So even nature wants you to be dumb.
Even nature wants it's its own selection purpose, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Also, I don't know. Does that mean that the damage has been done to us?
You know, I think that
I've been drinking tap water my whole life.
Yeah, same here. But I think that only happens like after a certain age. It doesn't really have an effect on you. I think it's while your brain is developing that there's a certain thing at certain levels that may stunt the ability for your brain to develop at a certain pace.
This is strange.
Hey, Jim, you're doing all right. Putnam County, very low on the fluoridated water areas.
Really?
They have
don't
a whole
have
map
much internet
of Florida.
either, though, right?
Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, a whole map of Florida, and they show you by county what percentage of the county is served by fluoridated water.
God, I bet my county's riddled.
And it's most of Putnam County?
Putnam County is white, which means 0 to 0.9%.
Oh, yeah.
Are served with fluoridated water.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It says here in 1945 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, they became the very first city in the U.S. to start adding fluoride to their tap water. In 1950, federal officials endorsed water fluoridation to prevent tooth decay.
But they were still getting tooth decay. Like, did it really make that much of a difference?
I don't know, but you know what the other thing in the story is? It doesn't really say how you can, it says that because there's fluoride in your toothpaste. It doesn't really say if that's enough per day. Like, you would think to yourself, well, if I don't have to have this, and I thought that I had kids and it was going to maybe affect them, that we would just use the toothpaste. It doesn't really say if the toothpaste gives you enough coverage to carry you through the day.
Well, I'd rather have the decision.
It's a mineral.
That.
And basically, fluoride is a mineral, by the way, guys. What happens as your teeth naturally kind of get those incursions and as the enamel starts that the fluoride actually goes in and helps fill that in. But if you get too much fluoride, you can see people have these little splotches on their teeth. because it causes those.
When you get
teeth are weird.
When you get your teeth cleaned, you go for a cleaning, right? Twice a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Do you opt for the fluoride treatment at that time?
Every single time, dude. Every time.
Not?
I do.
I do every other time.
Yeah, because it's not that much though, right? It's only like $20 or something. Or no.
Yeah, our insurance only lets us do half your mouth at a time.
I tell you, I don't even. When I think about dental, I don't even think about our stupid insurance. I don't
Must
even think
be
about
nice.
it. Yeah, I don't even. I'm sorry. Well, I don't because I mean, what good is it? I mean, there's like it. We have my wife's company has dental. We have it through that because ours is. I don't.
Well, no, with ours, you do get your 2 free cleanings.
You do, yes.
Last time I went, lady had like that computer system and a microphone. She's like, I'm going to be talking, and as I go, I'm going to interpret to the computer what the situation is with your teeth. If I say, 5s are bad, we don't want 4s and 5s.
Oh,
we
yeah,
want 1s and 2s.
Yeah. That's
and like, we're going to begin.
That's a gum recession, right?
Yeah.
It's the gum recession.
And she's like, 5,
Oh.
4, bleeding.
You don't want 5s.
4,
I had a couple.
5.
I've had 5s before.
And then I'm like, are my teeth going to fall out, lady?
Yeah.
But guess who flossed so good 2 months after that?
And is the dentist the doctor that makes you feel worse about yourself than any other
Hygienist.
doctor? Your hygienist?
Hygienist made me look like, made me feel like a nasty.
They make you feel
mouth.
so bad. I remember I went there one time and I was having some issues. I'm like, hey, you have a 5 back here. You have some real bad gum loss. Are you flossing?
No one flosses. I did get a water pick, though.
I floss like 3 times a day.
You still floss?
I floss.
can't. That's hard. For
You know
me.
why? You know what happened? The greatest
You
thing
got
ever.
those screw teeth.
Stop. The greatest thing happened was I hate the feeling of anything between my teeth at all. So if I eat and there's anything in my teeth, I can feel it. I have to floss completely to get it out of there. It drives me nuts. It's like an OC thing.
It's funny. What converted me all my life, you need to floss. I'm like, yeah. And then finally, what converted me was that dental appointment years ago, might be 15 years ago, where I got the 5, 6, 5, and then that turned into about $1,000 of treatment on that. And so from that point on, I flossed, and I've conquered that. But if I will start skipping a day, then I'll skip 2 days, and I'll skip 3 days. If I just stay every day with just zero tolerance for skipping, if I just do it every day, then I'm good.
I make it part of my nighttime thing. Like before I go to bed, I do. Everybody has their little thing. You brush your teeth.
Mine's melting the couch until I fall asleep on it.
Wash your face, all that stuff. That's my nighttime thing. I have to floss before I go to bed because
I'm starting to water pick, you guys. That's close enough.
Actually, they say that might even be better.
And I'll add some fluoride to it.
Really?
So I'm not as...
Well, it's going to make you dumb.
I know, but great teeth.
It says, okay, so in this up here, it says, researchers wondered about the impact on developing fetuses and very young children who may ingest water with baby formula, of course, with the fluoride.
Right.
Studies in animals showed fluoride could impact neurochemistry, cell function, if brain regions responsible for learning, memory, and executive function and behavior. So fetuses... If you're a pregnant mom out there and you're drinking fluoride water, you got to be sure that it doesn't have enough of that stuff in it.
And creating when you have the powdered milk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Everything's out to get you.
Seriously.
All right.
Learned a lot today for our impending doom.
Thank you. Very good. All right. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Do you have any uncommon house rules? This is an interesting one because and you may not even know what I'm talking about. When
making guests take their shoes off.
That's exactly one.
Okay. Would an uncommon one be I make guests take their left shoe off and only their left shoe?
That would be very uncommon.
Okay.
But
I got one.
But I got to tell you, these aren't that uncommon. They're kind of courtesy things, but the way they frame this is interesting. I'll tell you next.
Someday Alexa will do everything. Alexa, can you take the dog for a walk?
Ha ha ha. No way in hell.
But until then, tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Slow traffic reported on I-4 this afternoon in the Orlando area, east and westbound by the major attractions exits. A disabled vehicle blocks the left lane westbound on the beach line near the Orange Blossom Trail exit. Looking at accident activity westbound on Colonial Drive, blocking the left lane at Rouse Road. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is brought to you by the Home Builders Network. What do you need to build or maybe repair at your home? Is your roof leaking? Well, call Mike the Home Builder. Find him at hbnusa.com. Do you need a whole new roof? He does that as well, hbnusa.com. Matter of fact, the Home Builders Network was a nominee for Best Roofing Contractor this year. They did my roof just a year and a half ago. Absolutely amazing job. Maybe windows or doors. You want to replace a window? Call Mike the Home Builder at hbnusa.com. They were a recent nominee for Best Windows and Doors. Go to hbnusa.com for a free estimate. Use someone local and someone you can trust. It's hbnusa.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the Injury Law Firm of Kaufman Lind. After 20 years of practicing law and being responsible for thousands of people who've lost their jobs, their financial freedom, and even their lives, I believe when trying to decide on an attorney, you should ask yourself 3 things. How long have they been in business? Do they have good reviews? And do they actually care? Hopefully you never need us, but if you do, call us at 407-500-JEFF. That's 407-500-5333. Or visit us at whenyouneedus.com. Offices, Orlando.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at centomoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Mills Air in business since 19 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like 24/7 comedy.
Men don't settle down. We surrender.
Women, we never express the emotions we're actually feeling, right? I'm fine means I'm about to stab you in the neck.
Clips from today's top comedians and the greatest of all time.
Donut hole. If you want a donut, have a donut. Why are you eating the hole?
When you need a laugh, just open the free iHeartRadio app and search comedy.
You can actually change the station.
iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
For all your windows and doors, go to FASWD.com. That's FASWD.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey guys, happy day. Sabrina, it's always great to get a double dose of you in a day. That's awesome. You're doing a great job. I brought it up on the News Junkie, and I'd like to hear your input on it, Jim, if possible, about the proposed plan to build golf courses and crap on Florida state parks, and what your thoughts are on that. Take care.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show right here on Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. Sabby's right there.
Yeah.
And Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. I mean, I'm kind of with Scott yesterday. I think...
and Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah, and Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer, he was the one, yeah.
Yeah, they all agreed it's not the thing to do. That's really not what they're for. There are plenty of golf courses and state parks, or there are plenty of golf courses and other facilities throughout Florida. You don't need to build them on state parks. You don't need to do that. What's that?
Sorry, I cursed because I think that we should. I think we should get rid of all the forests and make them golf courses.
Yeah, no, we should not do
in
that.
all the United States. I looked it up today. Florida is the most golf courses in the United States of America.
In one state, I thought it was I thought it was South Carolina.
Oh no, I thought Scottsdale. I thought Scottsdale, Arizona had the most golf courses in the city. In this, yeah, you're
Florida
definitely.
golf courses amount.
So maybe for the whole state, I think Florida would win. Plus, just area alone, we would have.
It says, what state has the most golf courses? Florida. You have it right there for sure. You nailed it. But, yeah, so what I'm saying is you're right. Yeah, we don't need more. And we definitely don't. Here's the thing. Scott was right yesterday. They are closing down. I haven't seen one close in a while, but there was a spate of time there for a while where golf courses were closing one after the other. I mean, I can name, right now from where we sit within 10 miles, I can name 6 that have closed down over the last, 15, 20 years.
What happens after that? Abandoned, or they just put apartment buildings?
So what happens is, like Sable Point, which is right up here in Longwood, was an entire community built around a really nice golf course. And in the 80s and 90s, it was one of the spots up in Longwood to live. That thing has been closed for a while. Rolling Hills over in Altamont Springs was a golf course that weaved throughout the this nice neighborhood called Knollwood, and that's been closed for a while. Deer Run Golf Course over in Castleberry, that's now closed. They're taking both Deer Run and Deer Run and Rolling Hills, and the Seminole County purchased those, and they're going to turn them into park rec areas for the community, for the county. But I don't think any of that construction has started yet.
Wait, the one in Castleberry is closed?
No, not Castleberry. Castleberry's open, but it's owned by the city.
Okay, because I was driving by and there was someone playing golf.
Winter Springs Golf Club closed.
That has
been
closed a while.
Oh, they're by your place
every day.
Yeah, that's been closed for a long time. Eastwood Golf Club out by the Waterford Lakes has been closed for a while. Stony Brook West closed, but they reopened it. I mean, there are so many of them that have closed down because.
So let's work on maybe getting them back open instead of taking down a park.
But I will tell you what happened to a lot of those. Okay, a lot of those golf courses, it was really a real estate development tool. All right, in a lot of the cases now, the neighborhoods don't own the golf courses. Matter of fact, there's a golf course out in Sorrento called Red Tail, And the entire community is gorgeous. All the homes are beautiful, 600, 700, 800, 900,000 and up. And the golf course is falling apart because the course is actually owned by a different company that owns the neighborhood or runs the neighborhood. So golf courses are very expensive to maintain. And if you don't have a big membership group that's willing to do that, and that's why a lot of the really elite golf courses, Interlaken, Isleworth, Bay Hill, they stay alive because the exorbitant costs it is to be a part of those clubs. The memberships, just the initiation fee for those clubs, can be $50,000 to $100,000. Then you have to pay a per month or per annual.
You golf people,
and that
then the water bill.
Yeah, that keeps it private for them, right? They only want their people there. But in public golf courses,
means no blacks.
If you don't have a lot of business or you don't have a lot of tournaments, those are hard to turn a profit with.
But it seems to be thriving, that golf industry.
Are black people allowed in Augusta yet?
Yeah, Tiger Woods has won it a bunch. So, yeah, the answer is yes. Condoleezza Rice, I think, was the first. I think it was Condoleezza was the very first member or something, right?
Wait, was she the first female member or first black member?
I think like one of the both, because they had a big thing with diversity.
They were forced into it
8-10 years ago. Yeah, you're right. But they had to allow a female, and I think they had some black members, but it was the female that they didn't allow. But they now have a female member.
That's great.
Yeah.
I would have always wanted to try golf. Like I did driving range for quite some time.
Okay.
I considered myself an athletic person at one point for the majority of my life, we'll call it. But when you go to hang out and ask your golf friends if you can go play for the first time on 18 holes or 9, they're like, oh, no, we're kind of like, can't really slow us down and it's not supposed to be a funny thing. And I'm like, how am I ever supposed to learn to be a part of this if you guys are being dicks about
but
it?
That's
you need better friends like Jim. Jim would be a
I
great
doubt it.
partner
want to
for
bring
you.
Can I tell you, I play with terrible players all the time. I do because you have to
What if I'm
understand.
naturally really good at it?
But if you're naturally really good at it, I can tell you in 5 seconds if you're going to have I could tell you in one swing if you have an idea of what the idea is. One swing, I can watch your swing.
I don't want to go to the driving range anymore. I want to try the holes.
We'll do it.
Drive the cart.
Why don't you just do Top Golf? That'll be good.
Don't
for
do that.
You
Don't.
do it Top
Look,
Golf.
Top Golf is fine. It's not going to give you the same sensation of playing on a golf course.
Thank you.
And it's intimidating the first few times you go out. It is.
I want to buy the visor.
Yeah.
I want to whatever else you guys do.
Oh yeah.
Shoes. You need the shoes.
Oh yeah.
Make business decisions.
Mm-hmm. That's why I started playing.
Let's go.
Yeah, my dad told me years ago. I didn't start playing until I was 17. My dad told me that golf would change my life for business, and he was 1 trillion% right. 1 trillion% right. It's the most bizarre game when it comes to business. I'll give you an example. This is a true story I tell people for this. This has actually happened. I played a celebrity golf tournament years ago. This is back when I was with the Monsters, maybe 12, 15 years ago. And I got hooked up with a group, and the group included the guy who owned the Golf Channel.
Okay.
And a few other guys at that level. So these were all big-time baller
Jimmy
businessmen, and then me, right? So, matter of fact, when they found out, because it was a blind draw for the celebrity, it was those 4 guys, and I was their celebrity player. So, in a blind draw means they didn't know who they were getting, and I'm probably...
What other options were there?
Well, pro athletes and other people that weren't radio
like
dudes.
real stars.
Yeah, real stars. Jack's right 100%. So, we get to the first tee, and they all hit, and they look at me, and he goes, hey, radio guy, it's your turn.
Radio guy.
Hey, radio guy, it's your turn. So we get to the second hole of this golf course, which is a par 5, right? And we
That
get to
means you should do it in 5 swings?
five shots, or five shots.
Strokes,
You should get it in the hole, right? And they're usually longer, and that's usually where your long drive thing is set up. And so this guy and his group hit, and I went last.
Radio guy went last.
And they said one guy hit. Then the last guy to hit was the guy who owned the Golf Channel. I can't remember his name. Somebody out there probably knows it.
Golf guy.
Actually, I think it's Gibbs. I think the guy's last name is Gibbs because I think he has the same name as the guy who owned the racing teams, Joe Gibbs. And he hit his shot, right? And he says, that's as hard as I can hit it. That's as far as I can hit it.
Joseph E. Gibbs,
There you go.
co-founder of the Golf Channel.
There you go. So he hits it, and he turns to his fellas there, his group, and he goes, that's as hard as I can hit it. That's as far as I can hit it. And he looks at me and goes, radio guy, it's your turn. And I step up, and I airmail his drive by about 60 yards. In other words, I hit it so far past him that it was embarrassing to him as a male. I'm going to be dead honest with you.
As the owner of the Golf Channel?
Or as the owner of the Golf Channel, I absolutely smoked it. From that moment on, I was Jim.
Wow.
I was no longer the radio guy. And even though that guy was a billionaire and I was a pissant radio guy from Orlando, there's a certain level of respect that when you can play this game at a certain level, it just changes the dynamic between men. I don't
Did
know
you
how
talk
to
after that?
Yeah, it was different. Everything was different after that. Everything.
I want to do it.
Because the other thing, too, is what I never tell about that story is I went and hit 3-wood to 3 feet that next shot. We made eagle on that hole, natural eagle on that hole, all my balls. And that from that moment on, I was part of the crew. But until then, I was a pissant radio guy that meant nothing. But the game of golf changed the perception. That's true.
All right, I'm ready to do
you
this.
ready to go?
And then we'll schedule it out perfectly with the suits from iHeart.
We'll
and
do it. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in the building that play golf. You know, the PD from XL plays golf, Adam.
Oh, love Adam.
Yeah, we can play, man.
I don't think Adam knows who I am.
Yeah. All right, 407-916.
He knows.
1041. Text the 77031. All right, so weird rules, right? So we can continue this on for a segment or so, but here's what they're talking about. And this is one that kills my wife. You have a trash can in your house?
Yeah, several.
All right. You have a trash can in your house? Whose responsibility is it to take out the trash in your house, Jack, or do you have that?
Me. I do it.
You sure do it?
Yes.
Do you have that?
Yeah,
You
I do
do?
it by myself.
Right. Okay. So in my house, it's just whomever is throwing something away, and if the trash is full, you pull it out.
That is.
What do you always do?
You replace it.
You
tie the
replace
top.
that damn bag.
Yes.
You never take the trash out and not replace the bag.
Because nothing is more frustrating than throwing something and hearing it hit the bottom of an empty can.
That is the rule. So that is a
That's
law.
just common sense.
Right, okay, you would think that.
Not uncommon.
You would think that, but it's not, because they went to, in the context of this article, a lot of people do not do that. That is a bare minimum rule in my house.
Sociopath tendencies.
Is, like, if you don't do it.
I saw a friend of mine who their like trash bin, like what the public picks up.
Yes.
Instead of bags, they just were emptying the bin into the big bin. And I can't, it will forever haunt me.
In other words, it wasn't
I opened
in
up
bags.
their trash, and it was just trash in the big city bin. I'm like, your waste management people must hate
Oh, in
you
other
guys.
words, so they don't put a liner in their trash
No.
can. They just empty the trash can into the
Yes.
other big city trash can.
Yep.
That means their trash can must be disgusting.
Awful. And just full of
Stink.
random little pieces
Oh.
of trash. And I looked at them like, I don't know you, and I don't think I want to know you anymore.
Right.
We
one.
broke up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
No, that was a lie. We're fine.
You got me there, though.
Mm-hmm.
How about this one? You're right. Here's another one. In my house, if someone is voluntarily doing a chore, what don't you do?
Criticize.
You don't tell them how to do it.
Yeah.
If somebody just on their own picks up and decides to go sweep something or fix something, you don't say a word about how they're doing it. You just let them do it, because that's not proper. If somebody's volunteering to do something, don't say anything about the process in which they used to do it.
I disagree.
You really?
I appreciate you helping around. I do.
Yeah.
But if you are, for example, emptying the dishwasher and you're putting the stuff wherever you think it goes, and all of a sudden I'm finding a cup where the plates go.
Okay.
Or the Tupperware where the cat food is. I mean, then in that case, don't worry about it. I'll do it.
How about loading the dishwasher?
Loading, I have a way of going about it.
Do you have a little OC?
A little bit of
You have a tiny
OC,
bit of
but
that? Yeah.
or I'm just productive and I've done my research and I know how things are properly washed.
I think it takes a little bit of OC too.
Well-
I got a little bit of that in some places too.
And some people go into it like psycho. So
I explain. There is a best way to do it.
There is.
There's a best way to do everything.
And that's where divorces start. And that's the first word of a divorce.
There's a
there's a better way
compromise.
to do that. When you volunteered to do that, hey, you can do that better. Why won't you show me?
Maybe there's
you're
just
doing
another
it.
way of saying it or doing it or showing them that the companies that make the dishwashers tell you that they have to face the big
I love how serious.
propeller
I love the eye
and
contact.
you don't have to rinse
I love
everything off because the detergent needs to stick to something.
the eye contact you're making right now because of how serious
Is
you
why I
are
live
about
by
this.
myself.
It's
Is this why I'm unmarried? But I'm also really cool
Yeah, you
and
are very
pretty
cool.
chill to be around. I'm just saying there are it's how I was raised
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Like my dad and my mother were very particular about putting things back where they belong, making sure things are cleaned up, a little bit OC, I suppose.
I got to tell you, I'm starting to realize I probably have some ADHD in my life.
I got pills for that.
I check all the markers, and I have to be cognizant of not starting something and then forgetting about it and moving on to something else because I
do it all the time.
I'm notorious for it. So I've been reading some therapy stuff about it, of how you do it. And it says, and one of the simplest things for me is after you use it, put away. Put it away. Don't set it there and say you're going to do it in a minute. After you use it, just go put it away. And I'm classically conditioning myself to I cook a lot. So if I have to have a little bit of chicken stock, I'll pour it. Usually I would just set that out. And just, at the end of the night, I pour it. That's how much I need. I go put it away. And even if I have to go back and get it again, I still think I'm winning.
And you are inside.
Yeah. It says here that sometimes with my kids, I'll ask, can I give you a tip? If they say no, I just leave it alone. But if they say yes, I'll give them a tip. But other than that, I just leave them alone.
Okay. I mean, I understand that.
Yeah. I agree with that, though.
And I feel like children will also know eventually how to do it properly.
All right.
We'll see.
All right. 407-916-1041. Here's one. We'll go to break because I know some people are going to want to call. We have trivia to get to, but at the top of the hour, we'll do this. You ready? In this household, if you win a board game, let's say you're playing a board game, Monopoly, whatever the case may be, the winner always
is the best person in the house.
The winner always puts the game away.
Oh,
so and that's a rule in this house,
and it makes sense because they have all the money and all the property already on their side.
Yeah, but they won. They won not having to clean up.
It says that if you in this particular household, that odd rule is when the family gets together and plays a board game, whoever wins the board game has to put it away. Where everybody else can go do their thing. If you're the winner, what you win,
losers.
Yeah, you have to put the board game away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that rule.
All right.
As opposed.
And it's so funny because they have comments after this, and it's like, my family did that, our family did that. We did not have that. We actually got together and kind of did it all together. Put it all away.
Because our family fought over Monopoly.
Scrabble's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, oh God. That's why I can't spell.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. All right, load them up, guys. It's trivia. We have another pair of passes to the Sing Out Loud Fest. We'll give those away next.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO Moving.com.
This is Super Bowl champion Alfred Williams. Here's what's trending on the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
Rays manager Kevin Cash says the pressure of a playoff chase led to a dugout argument between Yandy Diaz and Jose Caballero last night in Oakland. Florida State's football team arrived in Ireland today for their season opener against Georgia Tech. Seminoles' ACC title defense begins Saturday. And a former Colorado football staffer told SI he sought NIL funds from Saudi Arabia before the school shut him down. I'm Scott Davidson.
With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school, including tech. Right now, get up to $300 off select PCs at Staples. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program. Offer ends 8/24. Save big on back to school at Staples.
Guys, this summer, get a brand new grill at a great price from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. These stores are absolutely beautiful. And when you can get up to $300 of a brand new Traeger grill, get that wood-fired flavor when you cook for the family. Absolutely delicious, slow and low, best brisket out there. Or maybe you like propane grills. How about up to $150 off a grill from Napoleon Professional Cooking Series Grill? The entire surface gets red hot for searing and cooking your perfect foods. But these guys also carry grills and pizza ovens from Big Green Egg, Weber, Rectech, Gosney, and Uni. And when you buy a grill from Tools Ace Hardware, you get free assembly and free local delivery on grill purchases $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace Hardware. 13 of these convenient locations all throughout Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
I'm Jeff Jr., founder and CEO of Trajan Wealth. I was born and raised in northern Wisconsin by both my father, who owned a small 10-lane bowling alley, and my mother, who was a nurse, who did her best caring for everyone in our small town. My parents stressed with me that if you were going to do anything, it needed to be done right or not done at all. I later joined the Marine Corps, where additional values were instilled. Values like honor, courage, and commitment. The motto of the Marine Corps, Semper Fi, which means always faithful. The best part of Trajan Wealth, our 100-plus employees who also embrace the exact same values. If your current financial advisor is more interested in selling you something or is more loyal to their own financial gain than yours, give us a call for a second opinion. We would be honored to hear from you. Call Trajan today at 407-213-0000. That's 407-213-0000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah!
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Don't miss our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival presented by Capital One.
Las Vegas, are you having a good time?
Friday and Saturday, September 20th and 21st. Streaming live only on Hulu.
iHeartRadio, let's go!
Get tickets now at AXS.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just your flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This is getting your entire family vaccinated in one trip.
Hey, Mom?
And a snack on the way out. Get flu shots for everyone in your family, together. Schedule appointments online today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability and for ages 3+. State and health-related restrictions may apply.
Make reservations now for Everglades Restaurant Tequila Pairing October 12th. Delight in 6 handcrafted tequila cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Blachos. Call 407-996-2385 to secure your spot today. Everglades in the Rosen Center.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
I'm Mo DeWitt, and the Just Call Mo Comedy Jam is back. Join us Thursday, September 5th at the Orlando Funny Bone. And remember, it's all for the Yellow Brick Road Foundation, a great local charity. Tickets start at just $20. Get yours today at mocomedyjam.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041 is how you call our program. If you want to text us, that's easy. That's 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. There's Sabrina.
Hey.
And Jack has the Jackie sack. Let's get it.
Hey, how you doing?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo choo.
Clickety clack, clickety clack. Good job.
How about that? Let's
fan.
go. Let's get this done.
Big fan.
We have a prize.
Chugga chugga.
Of the musical variety.
Okay, I like it already.
Ooh.
Sending you for both days of a 2-day festival. It's the Sing Out Loud Festival in St. Augustine.
That one's going to be fun.
Yeah, September 21st and 22nd. Eric Church, Nora Jones, The Breeders, Marcus King, J.J. Gray, and Mofro. That's some great music right there. Ryan Bingham and with the Texas Gentlemen. That and more. If you want more details, you can go to singoutloudfestival.com. However, a very cool prize. You get passes to both days, and that's if you win today's trivia. And the Jackie Sackings brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's Cento Moving. C-Lane recently used them. That's C-E-N-T.
I've used them twice.
You did?
They're awesome.
Yeah. CENTOmoving.com.
I give them the best possible compliment you could give anybody. They care more about your stuff than you do.
Truly.
Like when they packed my house up, I'm like, I would not have taken that much care for that.
They left one of those giant moving sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the blankets?
Oh, yeah.
I kept it.
Oh, yeah. Like a dog bed or something? Is that what you use it for? Or
I just know one day it might come in handy.
Yeah, it will.
Post-apocalypse stuff.
All right, Jack.
Homelessness? Or what are you planning for?
I'm just saying it's like an emergency blanket.
Okay, got it.
Thank you, Cento.
Who goes first, buddy?
Oh, definitely, without a doubt, that would be Robert today.
Robert, right there on line 3. Robert, how you doing, boss?
Hey, how you doing? So good to hear your voice.
That guy's 32.
Good to hear you as well, buddy. Would you like to play a little game with us?
Oh, man, I sure do.
All right, let's do it, buddy.
Want to play a game?
All right, Robert, this is a real easy game. Got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is untrue. And, Robert, I got to tell you, just from hearing your voice, might be a tough day for you today, buddy.
He's really excited about this prize.
Are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, I want to see the breeders.
All right, here we go. On this day in 1995, Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter, model. She's radically optimistic. And if you're not a fan, don't start now.
Ooh.
She's levitating. Dua Lipa was born on this day.
Oh, wow.
Dua Lipa.
Sorry, Robert.
Was born on this day. Here are 3 fun facts about singer Dua Lipa and 1 Dua Laya.
Oh,
nice.
I just made that up because I didn't write that in anything.
Robert, look at the bright side. You got a 1 in 4 shot at
Yeah,
this.
you do have a 1 in 4 shot, Robert. We're talking about the singer Dua Lipa. She's like literally one of the biggest stars in the last 5 years singing. She's a monster.
Put a gun in my head, couldn't pick her out of a lineup.
Are you serious? I didn't know what. Hey,
Well, you don't know what she looks like?
I don't know what she looks like.
Oh, man,
She's
beautiful.
hottie.
Yeah. All right, buddy, here we go.
Take
We're
a
talking
look.
about Dua
All right.
Lipa.
Do a little search.
Which one of these
Safe
is
search
untrue?
off.
Here we go. Number 1, she currently holds the Guinness World Record for most simultaneous Billboard 100 entries by female artists at 9. Number 2, she got her start singing in her church choir at just 6 years old. Number 3, she's Albanian, and her first name translates to love. Or lastly, she has an extra tooth. Which of those is a lie?
It couldn't have been a Pearl Jam question.
Sorry, buddy.
Oh, man. Number 1, I think other people have had more hits.
No, believe it or not, buddy, she's that big of a star in the history of music. She is the only female to have 9 singles.
Wow.
In the top 100 at one time. Not Madonna, not Beyonce, not anybody. Dua Lipa.
Dua.
Yeah, and when you YouTube her playlist, you know every word of every song. But it is weird. It is hard to pick her out because a lot of the girls that broke at that same time, like Olivia Rodrigo and other girls like that, kind of have the same kind of look. So
I'm looking at her now, and I do recognize her.
Yeah, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
but,
Jack. Who is next?
That would be Jason.
Jason, right there on line 2. Jason, how you doing, boss?
I am doing well. How about yourself?
Good, buddy. We're talking about the singer Dua Lipa. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, she got her start singing in her church choir at just 6 years old. Number 2, she's Albanian, and her first name translates to the word love. Or lastly, she has an extra tooth.
I have no clue, but I'm just going to go with number 2.
Nah, dude, that's true. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate.
Dang.
She is Albanian. She speaks Albanian, and her first name does translate to love.
Cute.
Who's next, buddy?
Cowboy.
We're killing these people today. Yeah.
Loves Dua Lipa.
All right. Cowboy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you, dog?
I'm doing good, buddy. Listen, you got a 50-50 shot here at winning these tickets. We're talking about the singer Dua Lipa. Which one of these is untrue? Number 1, she got her start singing in her church choir at just 6 years old. Or lastly, she has an extra tooth.
Well, with me and you, we know you're about numbers, so I'm going to go with number 1.
You mean the first one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're a winner. You're the winner. Very nice, buddy. Cowboy, I'm going to put you on the hold. You are a winner. Sorry, that was a bad choice today.
Why?
But here's the thing. I'll tell you the dead honest truth about the trivia thing. right? I try to mix it up so all age groups can have something to choose from, because I'll get some email or some text about, hey, you only talk about people that are like your age. So I try to get some people that are like younger people, and man, I thought it was like
not this time around, but maybe these people are going to share it with their kids.
Yeah.
All the fun facts.
Yeah. She does have an extra tooth.
And we have something in common.
You normally have 32. She has 33. You have 33 teeth?
I was born with 6 wisdom teeth.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm. I got 2 up top and 2 on the bottom. Fun fact. I'm a dental miracle.
Have you had any of them pulled?
Just 1.
Wow.
Still waiting for, it's a big surgery.
It's
I don't want to
nasty.
miss work.
It's no fun, man. That is no fun. And
No,
you have
I'd
the
be a
possibility of
chipmunk.
that dry socket?
Probably.
You ever heard of a dry socket?
Yeah, they can't get a straw, or
You
a cigarette.
don't want to do that, yeah.
Have fun.
A couple other things about Dua Lipa you may not know before
Tell
we get
me.
to the top of the hour. Dua Lipa is how tall?
6'1".
Yeah, not 6'1".
Too tall. Yeah, I'm gonna go 5'9".
5'8".
Oh well.
That's still tall for a woman, though. Way above average, actually.
Oh, not way above.
I think it is. I think the average woman's like 5'6". I think 5'8" puts you in the pretty high percentage or low percentage of that.
I wish I was taller.
All right. Do you really? Why?
Because I'm 5'6". I think 5'8" would be better. I have the feet of a 5'9" woman.
You have big feet?
Yeah, 9.5, baby.
Oh, wow, really? You do?
Great for swimming.
She moved to London and lived on her own at 15 years old.
Where was Mama and Papa?
They were in Albania. You know, her dad is like a rock star over there, and her mom is like some
Nepo
kind of
baby.
Some kind of yeah. She sang with the band. That's where she kind of started. But she did start with her school choir, but it was way later than 6 years old. And then lastly, she plays the cello.
Oh, cool.
There you go. So a little bit about Dua Lipa. I'll never mention her name again.
I think you should.
I won't. I
All
promise.
the younger listeners are wondering how they can text in or.
Yeah, they're not really.
No.
What's your favorite artist? I forget.
I
who
mean, that's hard to.
What's your favorite genre?
That is also.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm a huge hip hop fan,
Yeah,
but I
me too.
love disco and.
I love disco too.
What's
your favorite disco act? Like
ABBA.
Yeah. I mean,
ABBA's.
Yeah, they're the king and queens.
But I've been on a mega Sade kick as of late.
That's not disco, but that's some of the best banging music of all time.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'6".
What do you think the average of height of women in America 20 years or older is?
I think she's the average. I think 5'5" to 5'6" is the average height for a female in America.
That's what I thought too. I thought that 5'5".
5'3.5".
Wow.
Get out of here.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
getting shorter.
Yeah. So 5'8" is pretty tall. What's the
Yeah.
percentage of women in America that are 5'8" or taller?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
What size shoe are they?
I'll stop. Why is that foot thing? You know, I just found out recently that
I'm
the
okay
foot,
with the foot.
but the foot thing for women is such a big deal. Like having
I've accepted
having
my-
large feet for a woman is considered like not unattractive, but not.
Oh, that's the patriarchy for you.
is-
Welcome.
No, I don't believe that. I mean, my wife has like normal feet. I've dated
normal feet.
I mean,
Right?
she has for her size.
Exactly.
I mean, she has like a 7.5 or 8. I think she wears like an 8. That's like normal for her. She's like 5'6".
I'm perfectly. I'm good with my feet. I'd say growing up,
Yeah.
I didn't get to share a lot of shoes with my friends.
No, that's good.
But I've accepted these bad boys. I mean, there's no surgery for that, so I think it's just fine.
For dudes, I think that I've always heard that when you, as a female, that once you get to the size 10, that's considered a bigger shoe for a woman. And for males, I think it's 12. Because I think the average foot size for a male is like 10 to 11 in that world. Those are the shoes you can never find.
Right.
Like when you're looking for sizes. And
C-Lane's like, 15?
Yeah, C-Lane's got a big old foot. He's a big fella, though. C-Lane's a big dude.
But yeah, I think the feet are great, and I wish that I took care of them better.
Why take care of them?
Yeah, that's the thing. Foot health.
Oh yeah,
affects the rest of your body.
Absolutely.
My younger sister got really into it. Like started with the toe spacers and making sure to get wide shoes.
What?
And she bought me wide shoes for Christmas, and I'm like, "Do you want me to look like Goofy? Because
yeah.
that's what these shoes kind of give off.
Look for about
a Goofy vibe
for multiple millennia. Eastern cultures have sworn by taking care of your feet. They say it's your connection to the earth. You should take care of them more than anything.
Yeah, and knees, hips, all that gets affected. But my docs look so cool.
Your docs do look cool. You don't wear a lot of open toe shoes. You wear tennis shoes occasionally?
Tennis shoes occasionally,
Like
and I wear
Chucks?
sandals at home.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
I had a Chucks kick. It's just what I'm comfortable with, and it took me so long and so much pain to break into these.
Yeah, the Docs are tough.
I feel like now I just got to wear them all the time.
My wife wore Docs in high school, and then I got her a brand new pair of Docs for about 2 or 3 years ago for Christmas.
Yeah, that was bad.
They'll kick your ass. But then when you get them worn in, it's like wearing your own foot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're perfect. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. The judge who handcuffed that teen and then put her in prison clothes for falling asleep in the courtroom. There is an update. I'll tell you what that is next.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers play here. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Slow traffic reported on I-4 today in the Orlando area, east and westbound by the major attractions exits. Looking at a crash on 436 blocking the eastbound left lane at Oxford Road, causing major backups on both roadways. Delays continue north and southbound on Florida's Turnpike near Osceola Parkway and 192. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World. Jobs.
Ready to be a part of the magic as a cast member at Walt Disney World Resort? We are hiring a variety of full-time and part-time roles with great benefits like theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
Hey guys, listen up. If you have plans to sell your home for any reason, hit pause and learn about the Nickley Group. And let me tell you something real quick. There's a thing called commission breath. I don't know if you've ever heard that term with realtors. It means when your realtor is so hyped to sell the house, they really don't have your best interest at mind, right? They're doing everything they can do to sell it because they want that commission. But that doesn't necessarily reflect the best for you all the time. At the Nickley Group, they don't worry about that because that is the change they made. All of their real estate deals go through a team of realtors. That way you get the best deal every single time. And don't believe the news that the market in Orlando is softening. That is not happening. Homes here are still selling for record prices. And if you're considering selling your home for any reason, downsizing, relocating, whatever the case may be, get with these guys because they could save you some money or make you some money or save you some time. That's how it works. And not only do they sell homes on average for 6% more, they sell them twice as fast as well. More money in your pocket quicker. That's the only way to do it. And their website is so useful. What a tool. This can happen on their website. You can get your home valued instantly. You can even get a guaranteed cash offer for your home. You list it today. Do that at thenicklygroup.com. 3,000 5-star reviews. They are ready to help you right now. If you want that next level real estate experience, it's the Nickley Group. That's NICKLEY group.com.
Today in entertainment, we're shining the spotlight on a new movie that has the power to save lives. City of Dreams. From the executive producers of Sound of Freedom, City of Dreams is an inspiring thriller about a boy who finds the courage to fight back after being smuggled into the United States and tricked into working in a sweatshop. Celebrities and leaders like Tony Robbins, Luis Fonsi, Vivek Ramaswamy, Yalitza Aparicio, and Enrique Santos were so moved by this story of hope and resilience that they've joined forces to get the word out about this must-see film and to raise awareness of child trafficking. Critics have given the film a perfect 100% rating and call it powerful and eye-opening, Oscar-worthy, and a rallying cry for justice. Before opening in theaters on August 30th, City of Dreams is hosting the biggest premiere in history on August 28th. Visit cityofdreamsmovie.com to watch the trailer and register to redeem your complimentary tickets for you to attend this historic event. City of Dreams, in theaters August 30th.
Hi there, Jesse Bon Jovi here. When I created Hampton Water Rosé with my dad, John Bon Jovi, we blended the best French rosé with the laid-back lifestyle of the Hamptons. Hampton Water, born in France, raised in the Hamptons. Rosé responsibly.
Join Brandon Kravitz from 96.9 The Game, Thursday, August 22nd, broadcasting live for Fantasy Football, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., followed by the draft party from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Stadium Club, located in Caribe Royale, Orlando. Elevate your fantasy football draft with the exclusive Fantasy Football Draft Party Package at Stadium Club, designed for the ultimate sports fan experience. To reserve a private simulator suite, visit stadiumclub.com/fantasy football draft party.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Ugh, I've been feeling so sluggish and just kind of blah. Been there. That's why I take Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites. But I suppose they taste blah? Actually, they taste delicious. It's an apple blueberry flavored center covered in a yogurt coating and is infused with probiotics to help support a healthy gut. They come 5 in a pouch. I just toss one in my bag and go. Toss one in my bag? Get your own.
New Align yogurt-coated probiotic fruit bites from the makers of the #1 doctor-recommended probiotic brand. Find them in the digestive care aisle.
This is the sound of real people across Florida betting on sports. It's the sound of winning your bet, only on Hard Rock Bet. And if your first bet doesn't win, you get up to $100 back to try again. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal sports book. Your home for betting hoops for any sport you choose. Download Hard Rock Bet now and get 2 shots at your first bet. Win, or you'll get up to $100 back as a bonus bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to play. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, how's it, everyone? Oh, my grandmother used to have a house on the golf course at Rolling Hills. Little history about that place. Golf course opened in, I think, 1921, but Altamont was designed to be an executive community for snowbirds. And, yep, they could not encourage new membership after the old guard died, so at least we got to play it when it was public, because we sure couldn't when we were kids.
Yeah.
Aloha.
Aloha, brother.
Sabrina, it's so nice having you on the show. We get two Sabrinas today. How wonderful. Saw you at the poker tournament Saturday, and I did not give you crap about cutting line at the bar.
Oh, yes, thank you for that.
But I did say something. Just kidding. You're awesome.
We had to start playing. I was late.
What a bully.
I said, please, we're about to start playing. I'm a celebrity. Move.
You said those 2 words, did you?
I'm a celebrity.
I like that.
No, it was such a long line. She was very nice. Thank you very much.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I am Jim. There's Sabrina.
Hey.
And Jack is here as well.
Yes.
Deb back tomorrow. Sabby's sitting in because Deb had some things to take care of with her mom, which we appreciate. I know it's a long day for you, girl.
But I've been having such a great time.
Well, we always
time
have
is
a good
flying
time.
by.
And Jim has offered to fund your unibrow removal.
I will,
Yes.
and I still will. I mean, I have no problem with that. Look, you sacrificed for the show today, something that these people don't know how to do.
I'm just glad that the lighting is not pointing it out.
No. It looks. I don't even think you need it. What do you get them shaped up? Is that what it is?
Yeah, just a shape up.
It hurts, doesn't it?
I can do it.
That hurts like a bitch. My wife would pull those
Absolutely
things
not.
out of my. She would do it because I get those long old band ones, and she goes, Jimmy. Before we go, it's like
Amazing that they don't stop growing like that.
When my wife says my name like this, Jimmy, I know something is bad, and she gave me the Jimmy. Like we were about to go out somewhere, and she pulled out these tweezers like a ninja would pull out nunchucks, like tick, 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 tick. And before I could even feel the pain, and it sucks.
Gone.
It sucks. Having your eyebrows plucked sucks.
I've been getting my eyebrows waxed for a very long time, and it's still just as painful.
Oh, and you never get used to that little pinch feeling, and your eyes water. Do your eyes water when they do it?
Oh, yeah.
And my
Absolutely, but boy, they look good
they do.
afterwards.
My wife does that to my nose hair. We were on.
I'm not jealous of that.
Listen to me. We were on the way to the poker tournament,
and she was.
We're going like 70,
plucking that nose.
75 miles an hour, like down the road, down the highway, and she goes, Jimmy, and I go, what? She goes, did you not cut your nose hair? I'm like, well, obviously not, because you're saying my name like that. Into the purse with
Jimmy.
Those tweezers. I'm driving.
Oh, no.
We're going 75.
Oh,
no. I can't fight her off.
That's why.
And she won't stop. It's like, and I'm just, my eyes are just, just like freezing solid, just pouring because it hurts like a bitch.
And how long until it grows back?
Oh man! And sometimes if you pull them out like that, they will get a little. They get
a little pod.
They'll get a little pod at the end of it, and it gets a little zit, like a little sore. The worst.
Oh, because then you can't breathe or have any expression on your face.
You can't scratch
I don't
your
have a
nose.
nose hair problem.
Oh yeah, I have a nose hair problem.
Grateful for that.
Yeah. That is a blessing, by the way. That you don't have
it's a
nose
man
hairs.
thing, right?
After he dies, it's going to keep growing.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Jack, do you have that thing that's attached to your beard trimmer?
I do.
That little cone-looking thing?
I have 2 different trimmers, and I have one that has that attachment just for the...
Do you know that? It looks like a little cone, and it's got a spinning blade, and you shove it
And
up
it
in your
rips-
nose.
it rips
it
it
doesn't
out?
rip unless your charger isn't charged.
Yeah.
If your little buzzer thing isn't charged up and it doesn't have the power,
wraps
it will just grab it and pull it out.
No thanks.
That's a hoot.
I'm not jealous of it whatsoever, but bless your nostrils.
I mean, look,
thank
we-
you for maintaining,
Look,
gentlemen.
we don't have the maintenance issues you guys have, but these are things that we have to talk about
Best thing
occasionally.
I've ever did for myself was
Would you?
laser hair removal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where?
I haven't had armpit hair in years.
Really?
Beautifully clean.
Is that good for you? I remember the laser hair removal people.
I don't ask. I'm glad I just don't have to shave anymore.
Is that why you did it?
Yeah, it was fortunately through work.
Yeah.
And I just had to do some commercials in which I admitted that I had armpit hair and I believe a mustache was one of the lines as well.
Yeah.
Do
you?
It didn't take to my mustache.
You don't have that. You don't have anything like that.
It didn't take to my mustache, so I have to take care of that on my own as well. But I got the bikini line, and that was also the best.
Yeah.
Now, I don't ever have to worry about razor burn.
How many treatments did it take you to do that? Because here's the thing, I also endorsed that company.
It's great.
And they were going to do my back, but the problem is
It's a lot of treatments.
is you had to do a lot of treatments to get an entire back. And I will tell you, it's
painful.
When they get that thing going, I had 2 of them going at once because of the surface area they had to cover.
It's like a rubber band constantly.
Yeah, they say that.
Snapping.
But they don't tell you that the rubber band's hot.
Oh, yeah.
They say the rubber band thing. And look, I'm not dogging them because it does work. And if you have unsightly hair like that, there's no question the technology is solid. But
I did it.
It's a little. Where did you get it though?
Ideal Image.
Yeah.
I got the unibrow done and also my tail.
Really? What do you mean your tail?
You have a tail in the back.
Like the tramp stamp hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hair back there.
I didn't get. I don't have that, but there's a
Jimmy,
man thing.
it's part of being a man. You have
Tori
a
hasn't
tail
plucked that?
back there, and we used to have tails as people. You know that, right?
This is not my conversation. But you guys, I mean,
humanoids used to
Don't
have
say humanoids.
tails.
Don't say humanoids.
Okay, humans used to have tails.
and
Okay,
his is
there's no-
wagging right now,
zero
telling you
evidence
the
of that.
fact for the first time.
There's zero evidence of that.
This is true.
I just
And-
see it's nowhere in the Bible.
That's with tailbone. That's a good point, Jimmy.
and it's come down to just hair.
I never learned this in school. Not one class that I take, and I went to college. Damn it! And not in one of those classes they say, "Oh, by the way, you used to have a big swinging tail."
You're not taking the right classes.
Evolution, man.
What do you mean the right classes?
It's evolved down to just hair.
It used to be a nub, right? Just a little nub.
I think it was a nub,
It's your
yeah.
coccyx, right? That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is. And that
And
thing
it hurts when you fall on it.
It does hurt when you break it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does. It hurts like a bitch.
Yeah.
But you're telling me, like, right, you got it down right there. Like, nobody can see that. Why would you even get that removed?
Because I had nothing else to move.
You don't have back hair?
No, that was it.
You don't have any back hair.
This guy.
I don't think.
With all that thick ass beard and all that hair that you can grow that you've never lost 2 of, you don't have hair on your back?
You have a patch?
I'm
One
bald.
patch on the shoulder or something?
No.
Yeah, I've got the bozo horseshoe, and I have hair all over my back. I am a hairy effer.
Yeah.
Like a bear. Without, I don't know, body hair is strange too.
But it's gray, so you can't really tell.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like dark ass, like Italian thick ass hair. It's like I mean, you see my chest before, right?
Yeah, great chest.
It covers the fat better too, right? when
well,
you have
you
hair.
son of a bitch, this guy.
No, not
he
you.
won't stop.
No,
Oh,
I
you're
see.
calling Sabby fat? I will kick your ass.
Calling me.
Call me whatever you
I'm
want.
saying me because I don't have it. I'm saying it covers you the fat more because I don't see it on you because you have hair.
You don't have chest hair much?
Yeah, no, that I got. Well, I got a little bit.
Well,
Not nothing like what you got over
Yeah.
there.
I bet around the nipples pretty bad too.
Forest you got working.
Actually, I have to shave. Usually, I shave it during the summer.
Their nipples?
No.
The areolas?
Yeah, you have to. That's very testy, by the way.
Yeah,
speaking
and
of testes,
dangerous.
you have to shave those too.
That's another thing.
Yeah,
'cause,
you don't want to get that caught.
No, I can't imagine.
I did.
But you should trim. I think that's fair for everybody.
Well, it is fair for everybody. I didn't know how off-putting that was until my wife shared that one with me one time.
Yeah, I wouldn't go down to the bare skin. That's weird.
No, I don't shave it with a razor per se, but I do have the same clipper I use for my beard. I will just I just shave it like on my chest and then have my wife do my back, which is super hot.
Yeah,
she loves it.
You don't stop there with your razor, right?
What's that?
You keep going with your razor, right?
Married life.
What's that now?
You keep going with your razor, right? You said, chest and back. You keep going, right?
Yeah, no.
But he doesn't go down to the skin.
Yeah.
Like a baby.
You put the one guard on it, whatever.
No. I take all the guards off. I take all the guards are off. Like when I cut it, it's it has, and it's no fun.
Whoa!
Because that skin that's part of that thing, the bottom part of that thing, you got to pull that tight to get it to cut. Because if you don't pull that tight, dude, and you pinch that thing with that, it hurts.
That's why my razor comes with the attachment that said, "Do not do that without the minimum guard on to protect you from that."
I'm a man, Jack. I'm a soul man.
They make
razors,
they make a device now that you can just place them in, and apparently it's like an all-around shaving experience. So you just place the boys in there. Maybe the kids are using it.
You have to pay extra for that?
Okay, stop for a second.
I swear
You're telling me there's a device.
I might be lying.
That what I do is I teabag this device, and then while teabagging this device, it trims the teabag. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I think I just made that up.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
because I got to tell you.
There's a place that does it. It's in Rockland.
I've got a thing that cleans I've got a mouthpiece that I use to sleep. It's one of those guards, and I've got a little thing that cleans that, and I've put them in that, and it feels good, but it doesn't take the hair out.
Huh.
And I'm lying about that. I didn't do that.
There's a website called The Bulber, which I find to be funny. A good play on words. It's for trimmers. Well, I've learned a lot about you guys, and we talked a lot of body and health today.
Got to keep it all trimmed up, though.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041.
Tell us about your pubes.
77031. Call the pube line?
Yeah.
All right, so a Michigan family announced this Wednesday, which would have been yesterday, that Detroit Judge Kenneth King, now he's the one who ordered the teen to get into handcuffs and put her into a prison jumpsuit because she fell asleep in his courtroom. I think he had warned her.
The school was there, right?
It was a field trip.
It was a field trip, right. It was a field trip, you're right. But he warned her because he could consider it disrespectful. And then he said he didn't like her attitude. So apparently this guy decided to make an example of this young lady. And he sent her behind had bailiff take her back, put her in handcuffs. And
Didn't he ask the class too, like, how many days do you think she should have in jail?
He did like a little mock trial, the whole 9 yards. It was not cool, right?
Not at all.
Not cool, right? You could have taught her a lesson without doing that, but I understand what it must have been like for him.
You don't know what her situation is at home.
You don't.
Also don't know how cold that courtroom was that morning. And sometimes when you have a boring, mundane voice yapping at you, you can't help but fall asleep. That's what happened to me when we went to Jersey Boys. I fell asleep during that. We went to the same play.
Yeah.
Fell asleep. Too cold in there. Too soft of a song.
A good life lesson is you have to learn how to show a judge respect because they do hold the power in a court. And if you talk back and you're rude and they don't like your attitude, they can take it out on you.
Yep.
That's not exclusive for kids on field trips. They can do that with anybody.
Anybody in the courtroom.
Yeah.
If you're in that courtroom, he doesn't care if you're on a field trip or not. The one thing that they said that he could have done is like, hey, look, if you're tired and you don't, you think you can keep yourself awake or whatever, just excuse yourself. Because apparently there was out in the hallway, he could have walked out there, sat on a bench or whatever and not fallen asleep. They had that opportunity. She didn't do that. He had warned her, then of course did the thing. The update is that they are suing this judge.
That's not a surprise.
The family is suing the judge for ordering their teen daughter handcuffed after she fell asleep in the courtroom. Subjecting a minor to such public humiliation and violating her rights is unconscionable. Our legal system is built on principles of fairness and respect for all individual rights, and those who violate those rights should be held accountable for their actions. She's 15 years old.
Yeah, kind of leaves a bad taste of the justice system in her mouth, I imagine.
Obviously, it's going to set a standard that she probably is going to take a little while to get over. They say that her civil rights were violated, and I'm trying to think how many. I was trying to figure out. There was multiple counts that they were multiple 8
contempt.
8 violations. They contend that this judge did 8 violations, right? How much do you think they're seeking for each violation?
Ooh.
And by the way, they're also suing private security services that were working the court as well, which includes 2 unidentified court officers.
Damn, they got a good lawyer.
So they're suing the judge and I guess would be the bailiffs at that point as well.
Emotional distress also.
Yeah, all that fun stuff.
$5,000.
$5,000 per.
I was going to go 10 per.
Yeah, $75,000 each for each of the 8 alleged violations.
Good luck.
$75,000 suing a judge
Think they're gonna
for
settle?
managing his own courtroom the way that he will is going to be a tough uphill battle. And I don't know. I don't even. He might not even get a reprimand. I don't think they have much of a case. We'll see how it goes because courtrooms. Judges' courtrooms are like a sovereign little area there, and they have ultimate power over that.
Sure.
Even
some people take advantage of it, and then some people have fun courtrooms.
My thing would be this. He could do this to an attorney who was disrespectful if he wanted to. He could hold them in contempt and arrest them that day if they wanted to and have them bail out. Look, I know that for a fact. I saw it happen to Joe Pesci.
I love that documentary.
It was one of the best documentaries ever. It's My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, right.
A very good documentary about a Jersey lawyer who was really unconventional.
And 2 Utes.
But he won.
And 2 Utes, right? He did wind up winning, yeah.
And Marissa Tomei, who saves the day.
Yeah, the positive traction.
Spoiler alert. I haven't been waiting to watch that.
All right, 407-916.
Want to borrow a VHS tape of it?
1041. Well, hospitals are having a bit of a run, and we'll continue with that little list we had earlier, but there's also something that just happened in a hospital I have to share with you guys. We'll do that next.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
Slow traffic reported on I-4 today in the Orlando area, east and westbound by the major attractions exits. Looking at a crash on 436 blocking the eastbound left lane at Oxford Road, causing major backups on both roadways. Delays continue north and southbound on Florida's Turnpike near Osceola Parkway and 192. If you see traffic problems, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. With traffic, I'm Samantha Canning.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. With Staples Hot Deals, you'll find super low prices on hundreds of items for back to school, including tech. Right now, get up to $300 off select PCs at Staples. Plus, save even more with the Easy Rewards program. Offer ends 8/24. Save big on back to school at Staples.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. August, it's National Wellness Month. That means you need to focus on some self-care, stress management, maybe some healthy habits, but you also need to focus on yourself completely, and that means making sure you have no surprises with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan. With just a few minimum requirements, it is a $699 value. There's no question that early detection saves lives, and Life Imaging is in that business. They're all about getting you the information of what's really happening in your body. That way you can make a plan for your long-term health care, and August is the time to do it. You know, when it comes to heart disease, one of the most terrifying stats out there that in 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the very first symptom is sudden death. And remember, guys, this takes no time at all, about 10 minutes, no injections, you don't have to take your clothes off, and it's easy to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's pound 250, see the keyword free heart scan, you'll be connected in seconds. Take control of your long-term health care today. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus special financing. Limited time. To learn more, visit one of our 10 Orlando Sleep Number stores or visit sleepnumber.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed, closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
Drowning is a leading cause of death for children in the United States. But did you know that people with autism are 160 times more likely to drown compared to their neurotypical peers? The Autism Society of America's Safety on the Spectrum initiative developed a water and wandering program to change that. This program works to prevent drowning, improve water safety skills, and develop adaptive swim lessons. By increasing water safety education and training, we can prevent wandering-related tragedies. Get connected to support and resources at autismsociety.org.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
You know, as they say, one person's personal information is another person's treasure.
Exactly. That's why I use NordVPN every time I surf the web. Features like Threat Protection Pro's safeguard devices from phishing websites and disable intrusive ads and trackers. Just check NordVPN.com, grab the deal, and see for yourself. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
I'm John Morgan, here to urge you to vote yes on Amendment 3 and legalize the adult use of marijuana. There are a lot of reasons to vote yes on Amendment 3, but let me give you one more good one. Today, too many adults are sitting in our jails simply because they were using marijuana, and that is just wrong. If I was your governor, I would free or parole every person in jail for possession, and then expunge everyone's record. Amendment 3 will put a stop to this and let the cops fight real crime, not fake crime. I'm tired of people being thrown in jail for something that is less harmful than alcohol or opioids. So now let's finish what I started and join me, John Morgan, in voting yes for the people and for Amendment 3.
Vote yes on Amendment 3. Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface,
too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
This hour of programming is brought to you by My Home Builders Network. Need a new roof? Then you need Mike and his team at hbnusa.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, Jim Colbert Show. Hey. Great show today.
Thank you, brother.
That little patch on the back, on the lower part of your back is called the Fuzzy Muzzy. I just made that up.
I know. We know.
I don't know. What? Okay.
So let me get this right. Jim uses the same trimmer that he uses on his face on his junk, but won't drink a drink out of a cooler that had a dead cat in it.
That's a decent point.
Got it.
That is the
I
word.
don't know, Jimmy. I mean, some of us still have a big swinging tail. You know what I mean?
No, you don't.
No.
Rena in particular, welcome to the Jim Colbert Show. Just wanted to really quick say that flossing helps with your gums and with bone loss. You don't want to have bone loss in your jaw.
That's right.
That's what they're measuring when they're calling out those numbers, 5, 6. 1, 2, and even 3 is kind of borderline, but congratulations, Sabrina. Keep up the water pick. You'll be great.
Thank you.
Bone does regenerate.
I love Sabrina, and I love the News Junkie, and I love radio.
Oh.
And I just watched it happened because I just heard the fluoride effing thing on the news junkie, and she played and played and played like she doesn't know what you guys are talking about. And because your listeners don't normally know, they don't listen to them. BOS!
Oh, you did a great job. Thank you for doing that.
Bravo.
I didn't know that you'd already talked about it. I have to tell you.
I think it's an interesting story.
Well, you have to understand. So, and this is, by the way, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Sabby is here with us today.
Hola.
Thank you, girl. And Jack is here as well, always. Deb will be back with us tomorrow. The hardest thing about this show is writing it around the other two shows, and specifically your show. And the reason why is because the way that Sean writes the show. Sean doesn't have any problem burning.
He takes all the stories.
He'll burn three topics. He'll burn 3 topics in a 15-minute segment and only do 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just enough where people remember that you already talked about it.
But we did other points that we didn't talk about on the news junkie today.
And that's the point, really. Then we get to discuss it in our opinion to get our listeners involved as well. But when Sabrina we were guessing what it was when we didn't know it was fluoride. I got a text from C-Lane that said, we talked about this, and don't let Sabrina trap you on this.
Son of a bitch.
But to your credit, Sabrina, you played along. So
you really did a good job. But I got to tell you though,
Bravo.
every day, the only way I can gauge, because I can't listen every day. I hear your segment every day driving to work.
Thank you.
I do every single day. I hear your segment. Okay, so with that said, though, what I do is I kind of look at the texting service throughout the day to see who is reacting to what, and you'll always get an idea if somebody's like send a comment or whatever. That way, I can check off stories if I have them pulled earlier and go, okay, well, they're talking about that. And if you guys go into depth about it, in other words, if there are a number of texts about it, I'll just kind of wipe that out. Because you don't want to repeat as much as possible.
Though.
It isn't fair, but it doesn't matter. It's the nature of the business.
Well, maybe the world could start making more news early afternoon.
Trust me, nobody needs more news. My God Almighty.
More news.
Good God Almighty. Well, did you guys talk about the hospital situation with this woman then before I get into this?
The one we were talking about earlier? And there's another hospital situation.
This is another hospital situation.
I don't believe so.
California hospital being sued. What do you think they did? This one's pretty bad. And hospitals and funeral homes have had a weird last 2 or 3 years. Because remember, there was that one funeral home that was just they
lost the body.
Their crematorium had broken, so they were just stacking the bodies up.
I do remember that.
And then collecting the money.
I don't know if we talked about it, so I don't know.
All right,
California hospital. Go.
All right, Jessie Peterson, 31 years old. All right. She checked herself into a Mercy San Juan Medical Center in Carmichael. I guess that's in California. Yeah. About 14 miles from Sacramento. She did this in April of 23 after suffering a diabetic episode. She'd been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at age 10.
Oh, that's a bitch.
On April 8th, she called her mom and asked her to pick her up from the hospital. About 2 hours later, the woman was dead.
Oh. What happened?
The next day, hospital officials transported her body to a storage facility where she remained for how long?
I hope a couple days.
6 weeks.
How long?
361 days.
Ooh.
Almost an
entire... Her mom had no idea where she was or just waiting in the hospital for her to come out?
Nobody had any idea where she was.
That's messed up.
After days without hearing from, and this is, by the way, the other part of the story that's kind of blanked up
sad.
is the fact that she was in the hospital and her mom didn't call her for days. So her mom called after days went by without hearing from her. Her mom finally started to call the hospital. Like if my kid was in the hospital and checked herself in with type 1 diabetes at that level, and you don't even call your kid for like 3 or 4 days, you just wait on her to call you.
It's a weird relationship.
God Almighty. Anyway.
And then you're stuck in a storage facility for a year?
Wait for a second. It gets better. After days went by without hearing from Peterson, her mom called the hospital on April 11th. Remember, she checked in on the 8th, called April 11th. A member of staff told her that her daughter had discharged herself against medical advice and signed herself out of the hospital.
That's a lie.
The family launched a wide search trying to find the woman. Relatives reported her missing to the cops and the California Department of Justice so that she could be included in their missing persons website. After they passed out flyers On April 12th of 2024, a representative of the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office contacted the family to tell them that her daughter had died. They didn't even know she was dead. The hospital
That's
said,
rough, man.
The hospital said, oh, no, she checked herself out on her own. We don't know where she is. She had been in cold storage.
Sue them.
For labeled Red 22A for 361 days. Said the hospital filed a death certificate even.
So they were searching for her for that long?
Yeah, for almost a year. It says state law requires medical pros to file death certificates 15 hours after a patient passes. They're seeking $25 million in damages.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
$25 million
It doesn't bring back
in
their
damages.
daughter.
It does not. And they're
Did it
saying
say
that
how she died?
The family said with the inconsistency with the medical records, it doesn't shine any light on what happened to her or why it took so long to notify the family.
Yeah.
Here's the other
Little
bad
sus.
part. Here's
another bad part.
Here's the icing on this cupcake of ass. By the time her family located her body, it had decomposed so much that an autopsy could not be performed to decide what actually
Thought
killed
it was
her.
cold storage.
I did too. Maybe not
God.
cold
Yeah, but
enough.
it's not frozen storage.
Yeah.
That's so screwy.
A hospital spokesperson said,
I bet
quote,
they messed up.
"We extend our deepest sympathies to the family during this difficult time. We are unable to comment on pending litigation."
Yeah. Don't go to that hospital.
Man,
Noted.
how bad is that? You know,
That's sad, man.
I wonder, though, because we hear these stories about hospitals. You just wonder, my father-in-law is a chaplain. So that means he works in hospices and hospitals where people are, in their final time or whatever. And he will tell you that sometimes it's so maniacal in those places with things happening every 5 minutes. You got to remember, people are coming there for one reason only. And he said he could be in a hospital in Daytona. He works at this hospital in Daytona. And then any given moment, you could have 2 or 3 people pass away at one time. And he's going from room to room to room trying to comfort the families. That's his job. And he said sometimes it was just like so difficult to even figure out where's what, how's this?
Right.
Because so much is happening in those spaces so fast. Somebody could come in a perfectly good state of mind and 6 hours later be dead.
Well, that's scary.
Yeah, it is.
To think about.
The defendants in the suit also include the private security well, no, that's the other. I clicked on the wrong one.
Other lady.
Yeah. But anyway, that's happening, man. So crazy. I saw that story today, and I was like, God, my mom's situation was so bad when she passed. It was during COVID. So she was in a not a hospice, but a care center because she had kidney failure. And
couldn't see her.
Could not see her. They would not let me in. So I found out my mom had passed on the telephone from a nurse who was dealing with other people who were dying as well. So the conversation went like this: we did everything. We did everything we could. She's gone.
Oh.
Okay. Do you understand? I do. Okay.
Gotta go.
That's it.
Oh.
I did not see her from the 2 or 3 days before until her funeral.
Oh,
because it's just the nature of the business. It's just how it is. It's cold and calculated, and there's very little comfort in situations like that.
No, and then you think about the medical staff. The mental trauma that they also go through.
Yeah, and my father-in-law tells me the nurses, even though they've seen hundreds and hundreds of people pass away and hundreds of families mourn at the highest level, you say you never get used to it. Those nurses never get used to it, and they take that home every single day.
Bless them for doing the work that I could never.
Unbelievable, right? Yeah.
Angels, I tell you.
Yeah. It's more than that. You read my father-in-law's book, Remember When, or Remember Me. He's got 2 of them out. One's based for Vietnam vets, and the other one is just stories of hospice that he tells in his book. His name is John Wenderline, if you want to grab the book. It's called Remember Me. And it's basically stories that he gets told as people are realizing it's their final time. And he, as he's talking to them about their spirituality and their faith and, what they think is happening next and stuff, he jots this stuff down, gets permission from them, and then writes those stories for inspiration. So people can realize that as you kind of move toward those days in your life, that maybe it's just more than waiting, And they're wonderful books, by the way, if you want to grab one. Remember Me, John Wonderly.
You got a copy I can borrow?
I actually do at home if you want to read it. The Vietnam vet, he's actually thinking about writing another one right now. He said the Vietnam vet one was tough. Writing that one because, I mean,
that's a lot of repressed memories.
Like when when you start asking those people about memories as they go to have their final time and they start sharing the things that they saw in Vietnam, he says it's tough. And actually he said it's really hard on them because that could be the first time they've talked about it in 30 or 40 years.
Oh, yeah.
Or ever.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
he's going to be a quiet ride home for me.
Yeah, he's too young to serve in Vietnam, but was he in the military at all?
He was never in the military. Okay. No, he was just, he was a pastor, and he still is a pastor, and he's a doctor. He has a doctorate in theology, and then he felt his calling was to be in hospice, to help people as they are, finding themselves in a situation where they don't know what to do. Spiritually, they don't know where they are. Their entire lives, they could have lived as an atheist or non-believer. He will still comfort those people who are believers from a very young age. He comforts them as well. It doesn't really matter. He gets told no by a lot of families as they offer the service. They will bluntly say no. He's been asked to talk to people by their families, and the person did not want to talk to him.
Yeah,
and they just sat there while he talked and bristled. But he finds out that they all come around, but only a very few of them will not see him or listen to him speak.
Might as well, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people are a lot of people in that position are in denial, especially some of the younger people. Most of the time he deals with the elderly. People are 80 plus, but occasionally he'll deal with someone with a terminal illness that, is maybe just in their 50s, 60s, and they're cognizant of what that means. And those
it's terrifying.
Those are the most difficult ones, he says, just simply because, you're aware of what's happening. You're aware that you would have had time left. You're aware that there would have been more life to live and things of that nature. And it's very difficult for them.
Life is precious, I love you both. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that very much. I didn't mean for the segment to turn into this,
love
by the way.
Too, Sabrina.
I just, once again, I'm...
All right, sorry. Deb! All right, 407.
Chugga, chugga.
916-1041. Text us at 77031.
Is this where I do the news now?
No, yeah, not yet. We're going to go to break and we're going to come back. Okay. And then you're going to do some news. Now, how many stories do you have pulled?
I just started printing.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
3.
Yeah, it's 4. She usually is like 3 or 4. Usually like 2.5, 3 minutes. That's all we need. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Take a little break. We'll come back. We'll get the hell out of here on a Thursday and get, you heard it here first from our friend Sabby Cat. We'll do that next.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. This is Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Thursday evening forecast. We saw some thunderstorms earlier on this afternoon, and we're going to be expecting another round of heavy rain to roll through as we head through this evening. Definitely going to impact that evening commute. And then as we head through the overnight, mostly cloudy skies sticking around, and we're going to do the same again on Friday. Heavy rain rolling in with some thunderstorms as we head through tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
This summer, get a brand new grill at a great price from our friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. What a wonderful family. These stores are amazing, full of all the stuff you want for sure, especially cooking implements and grills. And get up to $300 off right now. A brand new Traeger grill. Get that unbelievable wood-fired flavor when you cook for the family. Or maybe you like propane grills, nice and hot on top. How about $150 off a grill from Napoleon? And guys, if you haven't researched those grills, they are amazing. Just so hot across the entire cooking surface. Perfect for cooking outside for sure. Tools Ace also carries grills and pizza ovens from Big Green Egg, Weber, RecTech, Gosney, and Uni. And when you buy a grill from Tools Ace, you'll get free assembly and free local delivery on grill purchases $3.99 and up. It's Tools Ace, 13 convenient locations here in Central Florida, or you can just shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Downy Rinse and Refresh. Break up with stinky clothes.
Rinse it out.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of the stings that just will never come out.
Down in the rinse straight.
Every now and then I rinse it out. One wash and it delivers. One wash, it smells so clean. Downy Rinse and Refresh, it's a dream.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes 100% of odor in just one wash. Guaranteed.
Renewal by Andersen is having their end of summer sale, and it's hotter than the Florida sun. Renewal by Andersen's windows combine chic design with custom-built craftsmanship, providing impact resistance against Florida's extreme weather. And that impact resistance adds a layer of safety for you and your family, especially now during hurricane season, right? Even more so if you live on Florida's coast. Plus, their products are backed by some of the strongest warranties you're going to find anywhere. Now through August 31st, receive $300 off every window and $825 off all patio doors, plus zero money down, zero payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Be one of the first 50 callers and receive a TrueScene screen upgrade. Again, visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Official sponsor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Today in entertainment, we're shining the spotlight on a movie that has the power to save lives. City of Dreams, from the executive producers of Sound of Freedom, is the inspiring story of a courageous boy's battle to free himself from the brutal grasp of slavery. With a perfect 100% critics rating before opening in theaters on Labor Day weekend, City of Dreams is hosting the biggest premiere in history on Wednesday, August 28th. You can attend this historic event by redeeming complimentary premiere passes at cityofdreamsmovie.com.
I'm John Morgan, and I'm asking you to stand with me and vote yes on Amendment 3. Amendment 3 will be on your ballot in November, and it will allow adults to possess or safely use marijuana, and that's a very good thing. Amendment 3 will put an end to bad laws that not only cost us millions in law enforcement dollars, but also cost thousands of Floridians their freedom. Nearly 250 years ago, our nation declared our independence. Now it's time for us to declare our independence from laws that demand jail time for simply having or consuming marijuana. Our system of treating adults who consume marijuana as criminals is madness. Join me, John Morgan, in supporting our own Declaration of Independence and vote for the people and vote yes on Amendment 3.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite 3, 321, Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
Daytona always brings the drama.
Everything's on the line. The risk will be higher.
3 wide.
Look how insane this is.
Gunning to keep playoff hopes alive. It's now or never.
It's the most stressful night of racing that you'll ever go through.
For an unforgettable weekend of family fun, high wattage star power, and a front row seat full of fireworks. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 23rd and 24th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Discover the essence of Florida at Everglades Restaurant Rosen Center. Join us Saturday, October 12th at 6:30 p.m. for an unforgettable evening of culinary artistry and tequila exploration. Savor 6 handcrafted cocktails paired with 5 Mexican-inspired dishes by head chef Fred Lachos. Reservations strongly recommended. Call 407-996-2385 to reserve your spot. Everglades Restaurant, where Florida's flavors come alive. 9840 International Drive, Orlando.
Need help navigating your will or trust? Visit onefirmforlife.com today for your free consultation.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan. Now back to the Jim Colbert Show.
What up, guys? Sport from Duval. Hey, talking about surgery, my dad had to get his gallbladder removed many years ago, and the next day after surgery, they were going to release him from the hospital, and they noticed a spot on his abdomen. So they checked him, and he had internal bleeding from the surgery. So they rushed him into surgery and ended up fixing it, and about 2 months later, his insurance sued him because they didn't approve that second surgery to fix the bleeding.
Oh, my goodness.
It was insane, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Jamie, so awesome you picked this topic. I'm in charge of a water utility, and we do not fluoridate our water. And the reason? A, it's not required, and B, we can find no justifiable reason to do it since there are so many other sources of appropriately dosed fluoride, like in toothpaste. So putting it in the drinking water is, to me, counterintuitive. Good talk.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, what's up, Jim? Hey, Sabrina.
Hey, you.
Hey, enjoy your vacation to Italy. That's on our bucket list. I got a friend there right now. She's in Positano. And I tell you what, the pictures she's been sending out have been unbelievable. So enjoy that. And
Thank you.
we roll into the holiday season with
Cruise.
our 30-year anniversary next week, a couple days in Vero Beach, and then we're going to the Bahamas on a cruise ship.
Do it.
My son just picked up his engagement ring yesterday.
Nice.
My wife's birthday is next month.
Awesome.
So start of a good season.
He has a
Good
great
job.
attitude.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. I agree with that.
I love Bro Billa.
You know him? You know that guy?
So would
Oh, yeah.
Jim drink a drink out of the cooler that had the dead body in it?
Heard this one.
I would not drink a drink out of the cooler.
Who says that you haven't already?
Yeah.
Think about it.
These two, Deb and this one over here,
Chugga chugga.
That's me.
were relentless yesterday about this thing where I'm like, because here's the thing I said, I would not drink out of the cooler that had the dead cats in it because that biology, I don't care how like the cooler is, there are micro fissures in that plastic, and that biology is going to get in there, right?
Sure.
And then unless you line it with something, when you put ice in there, it's going to seep out of there, and I don't want any part of that. Then he goes, well, what about a fish? Like if you're fishing and you put the fish in there, I said, wash it out and it's fine. Because it's not a dead biological thing. It's not the fish.
It's a fish.
Yeah, that's fine. You're going to eat it anyway.
Biological?
Well, you're going to eat it. You're going to eat the fish. You're not going to eat
cook
the
it.
cat.
Some people eat cat.
No,
That
Jack,
is so rude.
it is rude, but that's what he is.
But whoa. Is it not true?
Some people do eat cats, Jack.
It's
You're right.
frowned upon.
By the way, they just stopped that in South Korea for the dogs. You guys saw that last week? Was
We'll
the
take that, Bill.
was the final day?
Did
the
they
final-
just go to town?
Well, no, it's the Institute of like they're no more dog meat. You can't sell it. It's illegal now.
It's super sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. But we
But I
do
bet
know where am I
Carl's
gonna
going to be
get it?
delicious. Yeah. What? I'm going to make him a beautiful coin purse when his time is
Who?
here. My dog.
A coin purse.
Yes, he has great fur.
Oh, you're gonna make
Very
one
soft.
out of him.
Yes.
No, I got
Not
you.
one for him.
What I was gonna say, what the dog coin purse for? What,
You can't buy anything with coins.
Can't open it.
What kind of dog do you? Right, two things: you can buy anything with coins,
Or
and secondly, it's gonna be tough to use. What kind of dog do you have?
He's a Yorkie.
A Yorkie.
Yeah, with the heart of a Rottweiler.
Yeah. Is he a full size Yorkie or a mini?
He's full size, but it's 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Yeah, they're pretty small.
And yeah, he's the best. Rescued him about 2-3 years ago.
Their hair is so fine. My father-in-law has a Yorkie, but their hair is so fine. It would take you forever to make a coin purse. Is it for one coin?
Yeah, probably. Just a
All right.
lucky coin.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Tomorrow, Deb will return. We'll have Primetime Kitchen with Fayez Cara tomorrow. We'll have Embers Only tomorrow.
Cigar time.
That's right. Cigar time for sure. Do you have a little news for us?
I sure do.
All right, let's do You Heard It Here first.
Is there a sounder for it? Yeah, I know.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on The Jim Colbert Show.
Is that sponsored by anybody?
No.
All right, I'm going to sponsor it by me, at Sabrina Amber on Instagram.
It's
And
sponsored by
also-
lesbians.
And lesbians.
There you go.
Thank you for nothing. All right, boys.
Just go to lesbians.com.
So a man is now being sought in connection with alleged social media threat to kill Trump. His name is Ronald Lee. He's 66. He is wanted for suspicious activity. That suspicious activity was him threatening to kill Trump. Now, also a fun fact about him, if you're in Cochise County,
Okay.
Cochise, he's also a sexual predator.
Okay. Yeah. Is that here in Florida? It
No,
can't be. I don't recognize that county.
Arizona. Arizona.
I was going to say, that's like an Indian.
But he could
or-
be traveling.
That sounds like a Native American name. Was it Cochise? Is that what it is?
Cochise.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not from there, so
That's
I
okay.
should have just said Arizona.
That's
but
fine.
yeah, outstanding warrants, DUI, and sex offender. So keep an eye out.
Have a seat, sir.
So what did they
in this jail cell?
They catch him planning, or did he send a threatening correspondence of some sort?
Over social media, he made a threat saying he's going to shoot him. Straight up said it, and then now they can't find him when they go to knock on the door. Be like, hey, why'd you say that?
Yeah.
I think someone we know had a similar.
Yeah, Jim had something like that happen here. They came and talked to him here, I think.
Isn't that wild? That'd be fun, though. Kind of cool.
I was right. That was in the mid-'90s, Jack?
Yes.
Mid-late? No, you weren't here then, though, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I was a child. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, he'd made a comment about
Gerald Ford.
Yeah, Gerald Ford.
That's a throwback.
No, it was not Gerald Ford. God almighty. Who was it, by the way?
Well,
Bush?
Clinton was president at the time. I don't remember the comment, but it was just.
But he wouldn't have been talking about Clinton like that. He would have been a Clinton fan for sure, right? Or
Get on the phone.
Theoretically. I don't know.
If you're in Orange County, and our Orange County, it's stinky, and they are now warning residents of an Orange County apartment complex to avoid using the smelly water that smells like rotten eggs.
Oh, it's sulfur water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not enough fluoride in it or something, right?
That won't kill it.
So sorry to you guys, and I hope it gets cleared up pretty soon. I have time for one more.
Have you ever been around sulfur water?
Yeah, it's nasty.
In North Florida, there's a up where I used to live. There's a what they call it, a flowing well. So basically, it's a tapped.
That's what I call my hoo-ha.
A natural tapped well that would just pour out into this creek. But it was this gigantic pipe pouring water the entire time.
And it's not bad for you, right? It's just really stinky.
There was so much sulfur in the water that when you dove down underneath, it turned everything snow white. So you would go down and dive, and where it had eaten the soil away from the roots of the trees.
That's not good for your
The
teeth.
trees looked like icicles because they were bleach white from the sulfur,
They
and
smell
it
like ass.
stunk.
Yeah.
It was good though.
And if you are wondering why you haven't gotten your order of meth, it's probably because a truckload of methamphetamine disguised as a shipment of watermelons was seized at the U.S. border. I think I could share this right here. And it is, I wonder how they got caught, gentlemen, because look at these, meth watermelons.
Water methods.
There's no way that
They wrapped them in a green towel and just like drew on them with Sharpies.
drew it
and taped it.
Yeah, that's so terrible.
Valued at more than $5 million worth of meth.
I guess that's the thing now because they just had another meth bust with celery. Did you see that?
Did it look like this? I would have put $1 million into better looking artistry for packing your meth. So the truck driver turned over to Homeland Security, and no more meth for you guys.
Wow, that's a lot.
And that is the news that you missed
There
earlier.
you go.
I forgot.
That
the
you
name.
heard it here first. There
Heard
you
it
go.
here first.
All right, 407.
So sorry.
The news that you missed.
104.
With Sabrina.
All right, Jack, play it. Now, here's when Deb says, I'm going to say,
Chugga.
who do we have to thank?
Good job.
Right? And then what we have to do is you go back and you think of all the guests we had on the show today, and you thank them. So first things first, you would thank
Who do we have to thank?
Danny Meyering.
From Date.
Orlando Date Night Guide.
.com.
From datenight.right.
From Date.
I thought we were just going to complete each other's sentences. Lovely lady, great date ideas.
Yeah.
I'll see you at Mayhem.
And then who else are we going to thank?
We're also going to thank
you,
Jack.
We thank you for sitting in today and helping us out.
It was my
so
pleasure.
You have to thank yourself. Thank yourself.
Thank me.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you, me.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
And thank you to the people that listen.
Yeah, then we thank Sam and Candace because they take care of our YouTube channel.
Thank you, Sam and Candace.
Yeah, they're awesome people.
Great. Love them.
You did a great job today.
I had a great time.
Thanks, I appreciate
I have like this new wave of energy and I don't know what to do with it.
Nap.
You guys want to hang out?
Yeah, no.
By the way, speaking of Danny, after she left, she sent me one more thing that's happening that you can check out. Universal Orlando has an escape room experience, but it's themed there, and it's Jurassic World or Back to the Future themed, and it's only
Escape
$40.
room.
They have a themed bar there. It's $40 per person. Parking is included as long as you book in advance and can show it to the parking.
Very
attendant.
nice.
Yeah.
Good. And then, Jack, do we have a question of the day?
We do, and it was in our YouTube chat. Big shout out to Sam and Candace there. Always
Thank you,
taking
Sam
care of
Candace.
that. Do you floss daily?
Do you floss daily?
I water pick.
Chugga chugga.
I floss daily.
I water pick.
I actually floss a couple times a day.
It is worth mentioning the hygienist said I was 2s and 1s after I went back.
I think most people floss. I will say 75% of our audience flosses daily.
28% said
Oh
yes.
my God, that explains a lot of the stuff I smelled at the poker tournament.
Nasties.
Some of you guys, dude, y'all got to figure this out. Somebody needs to be honest with you.
They just talk so close.
In your
You are-
circle.
You are.
Somebody needs
Wait,
to
time
listen.
out.
There are a few people that I spoke to this weekend that need to have somebody be honest with them.
We do some real radio mints or something for the
Ooh,
next
that'd
event.
be nice. Very good.
Is that the promo item we've needed?
Like, that's the premium we need. Breath
Okay,
mints.
Real Radio Mints. We'll
Yeah,
put that on the list.
This is me telling you you have a small problem.
Mhm.
Cheers. Shake,
Cheers.
shake. Thanks, Ab.
Love you.
Always
Thank
good
you,
seeing
Sabby.
All right, on behalf of Sab and Jack, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Thursday evening.